closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
Hello everybody and welcome to Live at the Bike, presented to you by the Bicycle Casino, the first and only webcast of real action live cash game poker. My name is Bart Hansen, and now let's get to the action. Denny, since this is being taped, I can just do this whenever, right? Is there anybody behind me right now? Is there anybody behind me right now? It's good. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody and welcome. Oh, sorry. Hello everybody and welcome to Live at the Bike, presented to you by the Bicycle Casino, the first and only webcast of real action cash game poker. To you by the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. By the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens. Live cash game poker. My name is Bart. Actually, I'm going to start over. At the Bike, presented to you by the Bicycle Casino. This is the... yeah, I'm going to do it. Let me do like one or two more. Just... Okay. Let me do one more. Okay. One more. Promise, one more. All right. This is unscripted, unedited, and unrehearsed. Unscripted and unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. The way the game ought to be played. Now, let's take you to the live action. Grips. And this... Is that good? Is that all right? I'm not bobbing my head like a chicken?
Is the shot okay? Welcome, everybody. We are live at the Bike, the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. You're watching the only webcast in history. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Welcome, everybody. You're watching Live at the Bike. We're at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. This is the first webcast in history. This is a live action poker game. You'll never see it anywhere else except here on the web. Let's get to the action right now. That's okay. Welcome, everybody. We are live at the Bike. You should see the dickhead that's playing over here in this game. Not you. Right. Welcome.
Oh, that was really interesting. No one even told me that was coming on. Well, of course, we're here live at the Bike. We hope you enjoyed some of that old school Live at the Bike flavor. My name's Bart Hansen. I'm here with Denny Williams.
How you doing, man?
Tonight?
Hey, that was funny. I remember when we did that.
Of course, this is the first and only webcast of live cash game poker. We're doing $25.50 no limit hold'em, a $3,000 minimum buy-in, unrestricted no limit cash game. And Danny, boy, it's been, 6 months since you've been on the show?
At least.
Well, this game is probably going to play bigger than our normal Wednesday night game. We have a few action players that are on the table. So without further ado, let's get to it. And I'm going to go around and introduce the table. So here we go. In seat number 1, we have Paul.
That's number 4.
Seat number 2, we've got Avo. Avo is leading the table in chips. Seat number 3, we've got Vic Park there. Seat number 4, we have Ali. Seat 5, we've got an Allen. Seat 6, we've got the good old Barry Woods. Seat 7, we've got Jay. In seat 8, the host of the game, Mo. And in seat 9, we have Hashem. And I believe we have an updated chip count. We'll get that up as soon as possible. But I believe that Avo is covering the table with well over $20,000. Barry Woods has about $20,000 over there in seat 6.
This is a big game.
And this is going to be a fun one. Of course, if you want to email us, you can email us at live@thebike.com. This chip count was from the beginning of the game, which was an hour ago. We have another chip count that we'll show you, which is actually about 2 minutes ago. So this is from about an hour ago, and then we'll show you the differences when the next chip count comes up. Now we're going to get into the first hand, and there's the...
It's supposed to be the other way around, right?
I guess that's the new chip count, so there it is. There's the difference. Not a lot of chip movement there, Denny.
No,
even you
not
can
at
see
all.
that,
Yeah,
right?
right.
We're going to get into the first hand of the night here. Mo made a raise here in seat 8 with ace-3 of spades. And we've got three-way action. He's flopped the nut flush draw. King-Jack over there for seat 4. Ace-8 over there for seat 6. And Mo is going to bet here. He's going to bet $700 into a $600 pot. He's picked up the nut flush draw. 6, 7, 7. Now, Ali is a pretty tight player. When I was spending the whole afternoon playing with him in the 30 game, he's going to fold the King-Jack. And Jay is going to fold the ace-8. And that's going to do it for the first hand of the night, Denny.
Mo takes it down.
Denny, what have you been up to the last 6 months?
Well, just the normal tournament stuff, you know.
We got Winning the Green coming.
Winning the Green coming in March.
Yeah.
And that'll be exciting. The buy-ins are going to be a little bigger. We're calling it a mini Legends this year.
Really?
Buy-ins are going to be $300 and $500, a couple thousands in there, with a $2,500 championship. And that all starts. That's the entire month of March, matter of fact. We'll be running one table satellite starting February 20th, and super satellites. So look for our ad. It'll be coming out probably in the next couple weeks. You'll see it in Card Player Magazine.
Of course, you had a busy Legends season. Now, Vic Park here, we've got 4 limpers in front of him. He's going to limp. He's on the button in C3. He's got pocket jacks. He's going to make it 350 to go, 7 times the big blind. Again, we're playing 25-50 here. Going to go through the chip denominations in a second. Jay, who plays pretty loose, is going to call with a queen 10 offsuit. And Hashem over there in seat 9 is going to call with an ace 9 of spades. And seat 1 is called, and we can't see his card. So we got 4-way action. It's about a $1,400 pot. Seat 1's got pocket 4s. Vic is the pre-flop raiser. Flop comes out 6, 6, 10, an over pair here. Now the question is Jay going to get in trouble? He's got top pair. He's going to come out and lead for 500 here with queen 10. Again, the flop is 6, 6, 10. And Vic is going to raise it up here.
He's trying to get it over and done with, you know.
I think he raised it up to
3,000.
3,000. So 3,000 here with the over pair he's raised. And boy, you know, the pot now is 4,700. It's an additional 2,500 for Jay to call. And he probably just about only has 2,500 left here.
Now, if you're Vic and this guy's sitting here thinking, you're not going to put him on a 6, are you?
Well, especially when he only has about 2,000 left.
And if he had the 6, he'd be there right then.
Well, also, if he calls, it's not going to cost anything more for Vic. Vic has pretty much put Jay all in here with this raise on the flop. So Vic is in commanding lead here with the overpair.
Now, if you're Vic, what are you thinking? Are you thinking, Jazz, you thinking Vic has a 6?
Well, apparently he doesn't think he has the best hand because...
He shows it.
He showed the 10. He said that's no good. And Vic shows the jacks, and he's going to take it down there.
One of your favorite things to do, right? Show your cards?
Well, it depends, you know. It depends on what you're looking for. Of course, we like to keep this show interactive. You can email us at live@thebike.com. You can also follow a thread that's started on the internet by going to 2plus2.com, spelled out, click on forums. World Poker Tour and other televised tournaments. Official Live at the Bike thread. For January 18th, 25.50 no limit. Denny, I'm excited that you're back in the booth. I'm excited
Hey,
about
you got a
this game.
special lady in your life yet?
Several.
We have a Sweetheart Weekend coming up in February, where we're going to, the ladies are going to play with their man, against their man, and without their man.
Wow.
3 different events, so we'll talk about that a little later, too.
Now, we have a raise here by Jay. He's got pocket kings. He made it 150 to go, so 3 times the big blind. Now, Ali over there in seat 4, he's got ace-jack suited, and Avo's going to make the call. Avo's got pocket 10s, and Ali calls on the button with ace-jack suited. So we're going to see kings, ace-jack suited, pocket 10s, and seat 5's in the hand with queen 6 of spades, Allen. And we've got a $600 pot going to the flop. Queen,
Look at that. Queen, 10.
10.
Hit,
And Allen's hit trip queens. But look at this. Avo has made a full house. He's made bottoms full. He's flopped bottom full. And Jay has the overpair. And it gets checked around. Avo checks the full house. Allen checks trip queens. The turn's a 4. Avo still has the best hand.
Now you throw a third diamond out there. Now they're going to be thinking flush draw.
Allen's going to
which
bet.
Nobody has.
He bets 400. Jay calls, and Avo's sitting over there in C2 with bottom full. And he's just going to call, so he's slow playing it here. And Ali is probably going to leave here with the black gut shot. And the pot is about $1,800 here as we go to the river. Allen's going to need to spike a 6 here, or the board pairing. And the river's a 9, and Avo has the best hand. Again, the pot's $1,800. Allen's going to come out and bet. He's going to bet 1,000 here. And Avo has the best hand. Jay's in between with the overpair, with pocket kings. Pot's now $2,800. It's 1,000 to call. And what can possibly go through Jay's mind here? Allen's fired twice. Usually he's not going to do that, Denny. He's a pretty passive player.
Doesn't look like he has a whole lot of money left, though.
No, it doesn't. Probably maybe 1,500 to, and he's going to make the call, and we're sure Avo's probably going to move all in here. He's probably going to move Allen all in. Allen only has maybe 2,000 left. Avo has 10s full of queens. With a bet and a call, the pot's $3,800. And when Avo makes this raise, he's going to make the raise.
There it is, about 3,800.
He's going to pump it up. He's going to put
4,000.
He's going to make it 4,000. Allen's all in here. And Avo is going to take down a $5,000 pot. I can't see Allen getting away from this. It would be one hell of a laydown if he does. He makes the call, but Jay is not going to overcall. And Avo's going to take down over a $5,000 pot there with 10s full of queens.
Wow.
You know, Denny, one of the other things about this game I know you'd be a big fan of is we give these guys in this game free grill food.
Yeah?
Food from the grill.
Damn, that's good. That's some good food, too.
Trey shot, Isaac. Will be,
Hey, I tell you, you guys ever want a good steak, you come to the Bicycle Grill.
Yeah.
Excellent steaks. Filet mignon melts in your mouth.
Waldorf salad, you've had that with the salad and the apples and the walnuts?
Yeah, I've had that.
Oh, it's beautiful stuff.
The Sonoma green salad, that's
Yeah.
another good one.
I miss these conversations, Denny.
And I just had a hot dog in the deli. Some things never change.
Look at this. Corporation Mike's going to come into the game. He's playing over Mo.
I got 5,000 behind.
And Corporation Mike has live straddle to start off. He's under the gun, and he's got queens in the straddle spot.
Wow.
So it's 100 to call here. Now, Avo is going to make the call. He's got pocket threes. Vic is going to come in for a call with a gap-suited connector. But Mike in the straddle spot's got queens.
This dealer's dealt 3 hands since we got on the air and
Yeah.
put out some big hands so far.
And Allen's playing 3,000 behind. Barry's going to make the call, and you know that Mike's going to raise. And here it is. He's going to make it. Whoa, whoa, dealer. Mike put a raise out there, and the dealer was anxious to put the flop out there. He made it 700 more to go, and he's probably going to take it down right here. Now, the interesting thing about Mike that people aren't familiar with the game is he'll do this with any ace in this spot. And Barry says, boy, I know, Mike, you can be full of shit sometimes, but Mike actually has a real hand right now.
Full of what?
Hey, we keep it uncensored these days, Denny. Once you got off the air, the swearing kept starting.
Oh, okay.
Cussing, swearing, sexual comments, all that.
Oh, good. I might have to come back full time. Looks like Tom Selleck, huh?
Yeah. So again, you can follow a thread that's started on the internet. Go to 2plus2.com. Sometimes there's a thread over there on fullcontactpoker.com if somebody starts it over there. You can check that out over in the general forum area of that website, Daniel Negreanu's website.
I can't get over all the high tech you guys have
It's
done.
unbelievable. We've come so far, Daniel. We used to be
have.
in a little utility closet.
God, I remember.
Yeah. With no camera in the booth. Looks like Jay has gotten up here over in seat 7. So Mo's probably going to come back into the game. Now Hashem, he had straddled, I believe, Denny, and he's going to raise out of this. Actually, he's in the big blind. He's going to raise out of the big blind. He's got ace, queen of spades. He's going to make it 300 more to go.
Dealer's made a couple mistakes here. She might be nervous because some of the presents at the table.
Amount of money and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this dealer's been on Live at the Bike several times.
Yeah, she's been here since the get-go. That's,
Yeah.
Ravi. Ravi's her name. R-A-V-Y.
Of course, you're familiar with most of these dealers because of they usually start off as tournament dealers, aren't they?
Most
For the
of them
most
do.
part?
Most of them. The newer ones. But Ravi's a veteran. She's been here for years and years and years.
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably here when you were in diapers, you know.
I never wore diapers, Denny. I was
No?
born toilet trained.
Oh, God.
Okay. Button's over there in Corporation's Mike's hand in seat 8. And this one here looks like it's going to get limped around. We're heads up here. Oh, actually, we got three-way action. Jack 10, Ace 10, and Queen Jack.
Look at that.
Wow.
Ace Jack 9.
This hits everyone. Look at Vic. He's got second pair and a flush draw. Alan's got middle pair, and Paul's got top pair, and he gets checked around. Turns a deuce. And now Paul's going to come out and bet with the Ace 10. He's going to bet 150, and Vic's hand is big enough to make a raise here. Second pair, flush draw. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to make it 350, so he's raised 200 more. Surprised that Allen didn't bet there when it got checked to him in late position.
I'm surprised nobody bet the flop.
Well, Paul's a pretty tight player, Denny, in seat 1. And I can't believe that Allen's going to make this call. He might still be steaming. He makes a call to a bet and a raise here. Let's see what Paul does. Paul's going to fold. Paul folds the ace 10. So now Allen has the best hand if a spade doesn't come on the river. But the river's a spade, and Vic makes it. Vic's got the flush. Pot's about $1,200. And Allen only has second pair here.
I like that guy number 1 or number 1 Parker.
Let's see how much Vic is going to bet. He's going to bet the pot here. He bets 1,200, and Allen quickly folds. You know, Denny, before we always talked about how you'd sometimes go out and play in, like, the $200 game and such. I haven't seen you play lately at all.
No.
Just too busy?
I just too busy and too broke.
Too busy and too broke.
I go through streaks, I guess, where I'll play for a while, consistently for a while, and then I'll lay off for months. I'm in a hiatus, I guess.
The problem is the lights reflect off your head, and
I know, and
I
sometimes
just can't see my cards.
there's a glare and stuff.
The button over here is in seat 9. And Corporation Mike's going to come in and raise 200. Normal Corporation Mike stuff. He's got 6-10 offsuit here, Denny. Very loose, aggressive player. Did we used to see Mike? We used to see Mike when you were doing the show.
Yeah, Mike was here.
Yep. And seat 2 here is going to call Avo. He's got king queen offsuit. He's out of position. Now he flops second pair here, ace 3 queen. He checks, and Mike's going to make a continuation bet here with 6-10. He bets 400. Now this is a tough, hand to play out of position with second pair, but that's actually Mike in seat 7. He could be doing this with anything. And look at this, Avo is not even going to get involved.
Oh, Jay?
And there it is. So Jay is out of the game. Mike is in the game in seat 7. We have our first email of the night. Comes to us from Blue Gill. He says, how often should you limp in to disguise a strong hand in early position?
And is the button or early position.
How often should you limp in to disguise a strong hand and is the button or an early position? See, this is why I have to read these emails ahead of time, because people can't write. I think what the guy's trying to ask is how often should you like limp in with a big pocket pair in early position and go for the limp re-raise? Well, if you've got some aggressive people here on the table like Corporation Mike who might raise a lot in late position, you can do that a lot.
He's actually asking you 2 questions. He should have put a question mark right there. And his second question, and is the button or early position best to limp to disguise a monster?
Well, I think it would be early position on that one. Now, Barry brought this one in for a raise. He made it 150 to go. He got a call here from a Hashem. Vic called and Avo called, and we've got a $600 pot going 4 ways. Now, Barry's hit the ace here. Look at that. The case ace comes out. Avo, Hashem, and Barry both have top pair. Barry's going to bet. He's going to bet 500 here. Now, Hashem has the same hand, but ace-10 offsuit. Very difficult sometimes.
He's calling.
Well, let's see if he might raise here.
I know Hashem. He's got a ton of money. He can afford to put money in.
He's going to raise. He's going to make it 1,300. Now, this might save. Actually, look at this. Avo's flopped 2 pair. He's flopped top and bottom, and he checked it from up front.
You're right.
So Avo checked a pretty big hand here from up front. Barry's bet, Hashem has raised. Now, Barry's apt to make a bet here, a continuation bet, even if he had kings or queens. So he might not put much credence in his bet. But when Hashem raises, probably think he's got top pair at least. Let's see what Avo's going to do. Looks like he just called. He just called. So the pot and Barry mucks, and the pot's now $3,300 here. Heads up, ace deuce against ace 10. Hashem needs a lot of help. The turn's a 9. Hashem basically has 2 outs. C2 checks, and Hashem's going to continue to bet. He's going to bet 900 here. Again, 9 of hearts on the turn. Pot is now 4,200. I still think that Avo might be playing this one a little bit slow. We'll see.
I think so.
$900 bet. Avo is a huge favorite with 1 card to come here against Hashem.
He's just calling. Wow.
Well, it looks like it. Well, let's see what he's going to do here. He's cut out some chips. Oftentimes people in the...
He might have said raise and we didn't hear him. That's all.
He's going to raise. It looks like he's raised 2,000 more.
2,000 more.
And again, Denny's problem with ace-10, sometimes they call that, a big-time trouble hand because you don't know about your kicker. Hashem only has 1 pair, and he's got a mediocre kicker.
He's got to be thinking about,
And I think Hashem has moved all in, and Avo's going to make the call, and we are going to have about an $8,000 pot. Avo needs to dodge some cards, and he dodges them, and Avo's going to take it down there with 2 pair. Ace deuce. He's going to take it down, and I think that Hashem is pretty much gone down to felt here. I mean, we're talking about a pot that's almost $9,000 there that Avo took down.
Boy, I hate to be that dealer right about now.
Yeah.
He called.
Wow. Well, ace-10 can be a trouble hand. I remember telling you about those hands, Denny. Ace-10, ace-jack, even ace-queen
I remember
sometimes.
That.
Ace-10 offsuit.
And I still.
You still play them?
No, I still take your advice when that situation comes up. I throw away a lot of ace with medium kickers.
Yeah. Got some interesting word here. Live at the Bike favorite Ken and James, I think, is doing well down in the Aussie Millions.
Oh, good.
I believe he's one of the top 10 after 3 days or something like that.
Ken is an old friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's not really that old. He's just, an old friend.
Yeah. Well, he's not old. No, not at all. We got a new dealer coming into the box, so we'll see how much Hashem is going to come on behind there in seat 9. Hey, Hashem played it fast. The only thing is that, again, he couldn't. The kicker.
I think he just said to that dealer, can you deal?
Ace-10 is just not a lot of, you can't take a lot of heat with that hand, especially if you don't have 2 pair.
Right.
Now, Hashem could have caught an 8 or a 9, actually would have made his hand, would have counterfeited Avo. But or one of the remaining 2 10s.
50 to call.
Welcome back,
Now we have a raise here by Mo. He's got pocket queens. And Paul is going to call over there with ace-king in seat 1. And Hashem is in there with ace-9 offsuit. So Hashem is playing another trouble hand here. If an ace comes out, he's going to be in kicker trouble. Here we go. Oh, look at this. But
Now
this
he
time he's
flopped
flopped
two pair.
top 2 pair.
Ace-9.
So a little just as bad.
So maybe Hashem will get some of his money back. Let's see how it's
Mo's
bet.
going to bet. He's going to bet 300 here with queens.
Mo's still aggressive as always.
Hashem is going to slow play. He's going to call. And let's see what Paul's going to do over there with ace-king. Paul's pretty conservative, but he's going to raise it up. Now, Mo's probably going to lead, and
700 he
Hashem is probably going to come over the top. Let's see how he plays it. And Hashem has moved all in.
He's all in.
A lot of strength here. I think he's 2,000 behind. A bet, a call, a raise. Mo folds, and Hashem moves all in. It was a $700 raise by Paul. And
So that's 1,000. So Hashem's only raising 1,000 more.
yeah.
Paul might-
I can't see that. I
Paul
can't
might-
possibly see that Paul's going to get away from the hand. Well,
Oh, he's asking if he
if they
wanted
can
to
run it,
make
and
a
Hashem
deal.
said no.
No, he said
Turns
I
a
don't do that.
3. Hashem's going to just need to dodge a king, and he does.
He
And there's
does.
2 pairs going to take it down. So Hashem gets down about a $5,000 pot right there.
Get some of his money back from
Yep.
the last hand.
He doubles through.
That's the way it goes in this no limit game.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
Yep.
I gave him 2,000, so.
And again, that was about a $5,000 pot right there, Danny. And again, you know, Paul, he made it 1,000. Hashem only had 1,000 more. So basically, you know, Paul needed to call 1,000 for about I want to say maybe $3,500 to $4,000 pot. He's getting about 3.5 to 1 on his money, and decided to make the call there. And Hashem took it down there with the 2 pair.
What's the hold up here? What's taking so long?
Queens, ace flop. 2 queens, that's right. Ace flop.
So we're
Oh, we just got word that Hashem was 5,000 behind.
5,000 behind, even though he didn't have the chips on the table. So we'll see there.
Did Paul know that? I hope.
Wow. Yeah, actually, we're getting word when Hashem went all in. He announced he was going in for 5,000, and Paul made the call. But I think that Paul is, and look at that, 2 more stacks of white over there.
Wow.
So Hashem's going to take down a bigger pot than that. That's like a $9,000 pot.
Now he's up. Because the hand before, he only lost, where did he lose the hand before, roughly?
You know, he had, anywhere, maybe 3,000. But I got to tell you, Denny, I mean, Paul's a professional poker player, but when you get Mo to bet, Hashem calls. Paul raises to 1,000. Now Hashem comes over the top for another 4,000 or 5,000. Boy, 1 pair is probably not good there, but he decided to make the call.
Yeah.
I mean, that shows a lot of strength calling
See,
Mo's bet.
you and I were thinking he only playing 2,000
Right,
behind.
but he actually had
where
5,000.
a $1,000 raise makes sense.
Right.
But not a $4,000 raise.
Right.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody at 2+2. Somebody said, welcome back. It's nice to be back.
Yeah.
As a guest spot. Ali's raising the pot. I didn't see quite how much.
Well, Vic Park's got pocket jacks, and I think he brought it in for a raise, and Ali called. And Ali's going to come out and bet with pocket 9s. There's only 1 overcard. He's going to bet 350 here.
Let's see.
And
Oh,
Vic looks
Vic's
like
gonna
he's
lay
going to
them
fold
jacks down, huh?
Yep, there it is.
Wow.
Well, you know, Ali's a pretty tight, solid player, Denny. I mean, there are other spots on this table, if I was a good player like Vic, where I would want to mix it up a little more. You know, I don't blame Vic for making the lay down there with
These
jacks.
guys sure like to show their cards, though. Information. I mean, if an opponent shows you his cards, you just got to use that as information.
Yeah.
Hope he does it a lot. That way you can see if he's mixing it up or if he's always got the nuts or, you know what I mean?
So again, just like that, rags to riches there. Hashem goes broke, 3 buys, and almost doubles through. And I assume that Paul is going to come in for a little money behind in seat 1. We'll get word about that.
Dealer feels a little relieved, I'm sure.
Well, unfortunately, it wasn't the same dealer. Live straddle here by Corporation Mike, so it's 100 to call, and Allen is going to raise here from the small blind. He's going to make it 300 to go. He's got ace-king.
Now for the newbie, when it comes back to seat 7, he's got an option to raise, right?
Right. Now look at Hashem. He's going to play ace-4, so once again, he is dominated.
He likes some aces.
Boy, and every time he's hit, he's gone and heads up here, he's dominated. So here we go again. 7-5-3.
No 4, but he's got a gut shot.
Yep.
He needs a 6 for a straight.
And this one goes check. Allen plays it pretty passively.
Or a deuce.
3-7-5 turns to 7. It goes check again. And the river here is an 8. If this gets checked down, Allen's going to take it down here with ace-king. Yeah. So Hashem did not really use his position there, and Allen's going to take it down there with the ace-king.
You don't want to show a second card.
Doesn't want to show the kicker, huh? And Allen's going to take it down there.
110.
Button's going to move over there to seat 5. Again, you can email us at liveatthebike.com. And comments, questions, suggestions, as always. Recipes for Denny, well appreciated.
Hey, the holidays are over. Forget the recipes.
Button's moved over here again to seat 5. And this is a collection pot game. I believe it's $15 per player per half an hour. $13 per player for half an hour.
13, not enough. I need more money.
Now this one's going to get limped around to the blinds. Barry and Corporation Mike were heads up. Small blind against big blind. Ace-6 against 3-4. And Barry here has flopped top pair. Again, we're ace-6 against 3-4, and Mike and Barry's going to bet.
Oh, the two, yes.
He bets 200, and Mike folds. And Barry takes it down there. Vic was not in the hand. A couple of announcements again, people that are tuning into the show for the first time. If you want to go and vote for us, take a look at a poll by Bluff Magazine. You can go to www.bluffmagazine.com/reader's choice. Or you can go to liveatthebike.com and click on the link to that poll.
What's this voting?
And this is for favorite poker things. Poker rooms, poker games, poker commentary, and poker broadcast.
Well, I kind of want to vote for this girl in this picture.
But Dave and I in Live at the Bike are not in the drop-down box, but you can actually write our names in. Also, we encourage you to email Bluff Magazine and tell them to put us as one of the choices. Again, bluffmagazine.com/reader's choice.
Forget everything you just said and just vote for me, Denny Williams. Guest commentator at Live at the Bike. Hey, real quick, 100,000 guaranteed jackpot starting the 23rd of this month for 3-6 Hold'em and above. And it's Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 2, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. to 7. 100,000 guaranteed jackpot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable. We'll get into a little of that after the hand here. Limped around here, ace, queen, 5 with a couple of clubs. And actually, Paul raised it to 200 here.
With 4 deuce off.
Yeah, he raised it to 200 with deuce 4, and he's going to show the bluff. And he takes it down. And again, that 3-6 Hold'em and above during certain times, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's actually a higher qualified jackpot, Denny. I think it's quad 6s or quad 8s and above, beaten by a higher hand. And that's going to start again.
If you work in the area, you come for lunch, and then you come back for
starting
dinner.
January 23rd. Button moves over here to seat 7, Corporation Mike. Mike is Paul there in seat 1 has he's bought in for 6,000, so he's 6,000 behind.
Got a suited ace for seat 2 there, ace 8.
So this one's going to get limped around here. Again, it's $50 to call. 6-way action. It's a $300 pot. Again, Button's in seat 7. Here we go. Jack, 7-5, Rainbow. Let's see what's out here, Denny. It looks like we got an ace-7 over there. Seat 5, Allen actually has the best hand.
They're more excited about beating each other than hitting the sieve.
And this one's going to get checked around. Again, Jack 7-5 on the board. Turn is a deuce, a second heart. And Allen still has the best hand with ace-7, it looks like. See if he's going to fire at it this time in C5.
I think I would. I'd put a small bit out there just to get out some of the...
Allen plays it pretty passively. And you know what? Barry Woods is in position. It's gotten checked to him twice. He says, I'm going to bet.
$400.
He's going to bet $400, which is about the size of the pot. No one wants it. I'm going to take it. But I have a feeling that Allen's probably going to check call here. I just know these players a little too well. Now, Hashem's got middle pair. He's got a pair of fives. And the funny thing is no, he's not going to call. But I have a feeling that Allen's going to make the call here. No, he's not. Well, Allen, this is a pretty high game for Allen. He might be playing a little conservatively. And Barry shows the bluff, and Allen had the best hand there. And the river would have been a 7. Allen would have made trip 7s. Now, to go over the chip colors for this game, Denny. Again, we're playing $25, $50 blinds. We'll take a look at Barry Woods' chip stack here. The purple chips are $25 chips. The white chips are $100 chips.
And the blue chips
are $1 chips. If you go over and you probably see the purple, light purple there is a $5,000 chip. If you see a gray chip, that's a $1,000 chip.
And the yellow one there is
$5. So usually we use 25s and 100s for this game. And if you see big chips, they're going to be thousands of dollars. Button moves over here to seat 8.
See, 4 has Ace Queen suited. 400. 250, I'm sorry.
Raise 250 total.
Any jack is 2. No.
And we got a $250 raise here by seat 4 with Ace Queen of clubs, and he is going to take it down.
One thing that might help the viewers when we have a wide angle shot like this and you see chips going in the pot, for some reason the quarter chips, the purple chips, kind of look square.
Yes, I pointed that out one time many months ago.
If that'll help you viewers identify what the chip denomination is, remember if they look kind of square, they're probably $25 chips. And if they're round, they're probably $100.
I always have the jack. No, they're playing different. Not all. Any jack comes. Any jack.
Button moves over here to seat 9. Denny, I'm getting word that there's an interesting person behind seat 4.
Don't mind it too much. Don't mind it.
Interesting. Thanks for that, our cameraman Ray. Limped around here.
I'd say something, but I get in trouble. Seat 3 has Ace 9 suited.
Yeah, he's in the
pocket 8s for what's that? Seat 7.
Seat 8. Pot's limped around here. 7-3-3. We need to see Paul's cards in seat 1. Paul's going to come out and bet. Again, the flop is actually 7-3 deuce. Paul comes out and bets 175 with King 7. Mike's going to call with top pair. Now look at Mo. He's got an overpair to this board, and he's going to raise.
Raise 500 total.
He's going to make it 500 to go, and Paul folds. And Mike really should get out of this hand as well. Mo is raising 2 people here. But but Corporation Mike can get stubborn sometimes. He's going to make the call, and the pot balloons up to about $1,400. And here we go to the turn. Mike's going to need some help. The turn's a 4. That's not going to do it. Nope. And it goes check, check here on the turn. And the river's a king.
Betting 500.
And Mike is going to bet 500. Mo induced this bluff. Mo makes the call, and Mo's going to take down about a $2,400 pot there.
Go Mo. I like Mo. Mo's a nice guy.
Mo's one of the best players. I mean, he checked the turn there for probably several reasons. Pot size control, possibly. He probably knew that Mike might fire into the river with an inferior hand because Mo checked the turn. He induced that bluff, and he made the call on the river. And again, Mo, one of the most strongest players on the table, Danny.
I didn't pay attention to the flop and the turn.
But moves over here to seat 1. Again, you can email us at liveatthebike.com.
Or not.
Several emails, Danny. We get a lot of emails these days. We had an email here from Ryan saying he loved the broadcast. And Brian Alives here talking about that he'd love to see a small stakes cash game, no limit hold'em book that really hasn't been printed out yet. Now, we had a raise here by Corporation Mike with 9-7 of clubs. And Allen has called. It was with Queen Jack. Now, Mike's got a straight draw, but Allen has top pair.
Queen 6-5.
And Mike does not bet as he usually does. Turns of 3.
Yes, Jack. What do you have?
Allen's going to bet 400 now. Mike is double gutted. The turn's a 3. He could catch a 4 or an 8 here. And Mike makes the call. And here we go to the river. The river's an ace.
It's an ace.
It might scare Allen a little bit. But he's going to bet. He's going to bet a little bit of a kind of a blocker bet there, but Mike is not going to get involved. And Allen's going to take it down there with the queen jack.
I wonder if Mike had raised right there if he could have got him off that queen.
If Mike had raised the river there, I think that, well, you know what? Usually against normal opponents, Allen's probably going to fold. Allen's a little bit tight passive. But it's Mike. So you got to take into account the player, right, Denny? You know, it's not necessarily, you can't give him credit for having an ace just because.
That's why I like to see Mike and Mo play.
Yeah.
Because they're both similar.
Right. Well, Mo's actually toned it down over the last few months, really. Yeah, he's really tightened up. I mean, he realizes that he doesn't necessarily have to give action. The players are weak enough usually at these stakes where he can play a straight-up game and win it straight, win consistently. Now the button here is moved over to seat 2. Lim, again, 2 purple chips is $50.
Option.
We'll get to another chip count here in a second here. Limped around. 3-way action, $150 pot.
Ace, ace, 8.
Yeah, couple clubs. No one really has any of that.
Nobody
It gets
has
checked
any,
around.
Nobody has any black cards.
Barry's good here with the non-nut king high, but it gets checked around again.
Non-nut king high.
And the river is a jack.
King high's a winner.
But Mike's going to come out and bet, though.
75.
Got checked to him 3 times, Denny. No one wants it. And we've seen Barry Woods make calls like this before, but I don't think that he likes the kicker. We've seen Barry make non-pair nut calls with basically what is the best non-pair hand. But Barry's not going to make the call. And he could have beat it. Mike shows the bluff. And there it is. Danny, we got really some exciting news. If you take a look over at the right-hand corner of your screen at liveatthebike.com, click on the LA Poker Scene. It's a play for cash site. And we are doing a $500,000 free roll.
Wow.
That's right, $500,000.
How do you get in there?
Look out for daily tournaments starting January 15th, which was last Sunday. Each player receives a free entry of 1 gold bar into the free roll. New signups get 3 gold bars and another 5 gold bars for making a first deposit using the bonus code 5X500K. There are 3 daily Stage 1 free roll tournaments running daily. And the winner of each stage gets an entry into the final stage, which is held January 1st. Look at Corporation Mike. He limped in with pocket kings.
4-way action here. They all limped.
Mike was going for the limp re-raise, and he has flopped top set.
Betting 150.
And Vic is going to bet 150 with bottom pair here. So Mike was going for the limp re-raise.
Raise. Make it 400 total.
And he's going to check raise here with the top set of kings.
See, I think I would have slow played that because look at that board. King, deuce, 3. I mean,
couple spades out there. But Vic is not going to get involved. The only thing that I never understand about Mike, and I actually like Mike's loose, aggressive style, but if he's going to hammer with hands and raise preflop with hands that don't warrant a raise, why not raise with your good hands? And you know the funniest thing about that, Denny, is that I'm getting word that Mike was the big blind that hand. That makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. You've got 4 limpers. You've been raising out of the straddle spot and in the big blind a lot of different times. You'll do it with ace rack. You pick up pocket kings. Why don't you raise and make it look like a steal? Why would you ever check 2 kings there in the big blind if you're Mike style? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, that's just me. And he flopped top set. It's just it's a little bit inconsistent,
See, here's my point again. They look like squares, those purple chips.
And now Mike is going to raise out of the small blind with 6-5 suited. And his shaman limped in with ace deuce offsuit, and he's going to make the call.
Playing his ace again.
Sometimes it can really be dangerous this game. You can lose a big pot or win a small pot, Denny. Here we go to the flop. Queen 10-3. Mike's going to lead here. That's 400. And he's going to take it down there with some nice aggressive play. It's kind of like heads I win, tails you lose.
Sure.
Playing ace rag.
Right.
It's... Unless, of course, you hit 2 pair, which you did earlier. So.
Hey, one of our promotions here at the bike, we have a Bad Beat Jackpot bonus drawing where you can win your share of $1 million. That's right, $1 million. Drawings on Mondays and Tuesdays. The next drawing will be January 30th and 31st. Please come by, go to the Welcome Center for all the details. They have all the details on that for you. you imagine winning $1 million?
Yeah, that's incredible. We've been doing that promotion for a few months now. Email here from Chad Sechesler. And I'll
Okay.
get to that email here in a second. Now, Barry's going to make a raise here. He made it 150 to go. He's got King 7 of diamonds. And Mike calls with Ace 10 in position. And we are heads up. $300 to the flop. Well, Barry's hit top pair here. But the funny thing is, if Mike doesn't think that Barry's hit a pair here, Mike could make a move. We've seen it many times, but Barry flops top pair, deuce 7-5. And look at this. Mike calls with ace high. And here we go to the turn. Turns of 4. Barry's still in the lead. Pot's about $900. And I really wouldn't be surprised to see Mike try to make a move here. Barry's going to bet 600 here. And Mike is not going to take this chance to make a move.
Lay it down.
Yep. So Chad Sechesler.
What did Mike have? He had about 8 outs, right? 4 threes or 7 outs.
Yeah,
4
he
threes
had
and 3 aces.
He had a straight draw. He also could have caught a 10. 10 would have been good as well.
Sure.
Says, hey, Bart, I love the show and think you guys do a great job with the broadcast. But do you think that the listeners can get an advantage over you when they actually play you? It seems that sharing your analysis and thoughts about hands could give opponents an edge over you. Well, thanks for the email, Chad. Well, kind of for that reason, I tend to change it up. It's interesting, when Doyle Brunson first said when he wrote Super System.
Chad, just remember, when Bart's talking to you here live at the bike, it's all bullshit, okay? It's not what he really does.
Doyle Brunson said when he wrote Super System, he had to change his game up because everyone, had read the book and was adapting to his game.
Yeah, there you go.
We got three-way action here. I'm going to read another email here in a second. We had a raise here by Mike with 8-5 offsuit. Mo called with King Jack of hearts. We have it as King Queen. And he's picked up the nut flush draw. The flop comes out ace, 8-8 with 2 hearts. And Mike's flop trip eights.
Yes, he
trip
has.
eights against the nut flush draw. The turn's a queen, and now Mo has second pair. And Mike checks the 8, and Mo's going to bet. He's going to bet 800. Mike's setting the trap here on the turn. Mike bet the flop. He flopped trip 8s. Mo has bet 800, and Mike's going to check raise him.
16.
He's going to check raise
more.
the minimum.
Mo wants a countdown. He might move all in here.
Well, let's see here. Mike bet 400 on the flop. Mo called. He checked the turn. Mo bet 800, and Mike check raised him up 800 more. And Mo's taking a look at Mike's chip stack. He doesn't have all that much left.
He's got about 5, maybe 1,000.
And actually, he doesn't have a queen, so it's just a pure flush draw here. That's it. And he's trying to do the pot odds out here. And basically, Denny, the pot, and Mo's going to make the call. I want to say that
Mo needs a heart.
and actually, I think that did Mo move all in? Mo moved all in, and Mike
okay.
called. So they might run it multiple times here. Mo's on a draw.
There's an ace.
Well, Mike fills up here on the river, and they don't run it multiple times. And Mike is going to take it down there. Mo moved all in on the turn, and Mike made the call, and that's unbelievable there. I mean, that's about a $6,000 or $7,000 pot. So, I mean, we're talking about a bet of 400 on the
Right.
flop. Mo made the call. The turn was
800.
an $800 bet.
A raise,
Check
an
raised to
$800
$800.
raise.
Yeah. And
then
the
he
pot
moved
was
all
about
in.
$4,000. Just. In. The button moves over here to seat 9. So that's a nice hand there. Mo thought, made a nice semi-bluff, but Mike had trip 8s, and he laid the trap on the turn. Sorry I couldn't get that pot size in there for you. I mean, that was a quick hand. Gary's going to make a raise here to 150. He's got 7-4 spades, or as we're on to the next hand. And he might take this one down here, and he does. Gary's going to
Hey,
take it down.
we got an email from a guy in the Philippines named Ken Hollowell. He's watching our broadcast now. He's playing at the Casino Filipino at the airport. They just started poker. There's never been poker in the Philippines. Myself and my partner, we went over there and assisted them getting poker started. And he made a comment here that they really need us to come back and help the dealers. I guess they don't know what they're doing. He made over 50,000 pesos, which is about $1,000, over the past 3 days playing a 20-40 peso game. Now, the peso, the exchange rate in the Philippines is about 52 pesos to one of our dollars. So you can do them. And it looks like they got about 4 tables filled all the time, so that's a pretty good start for never having poker in the Philippines.
So the Philippines, the currency is peso?
Yeah.
Like Mexico?
It's a different peso, though.
Ah.
There's a Philippine peso and a Mexican peso.
6-4-10 here on the flop. It was limped around. Mo's got top pair, and he's going to bet 300.
Philippines just got a contract with the World Poker Tour to run tournaments.
Wow.
So.
And Barry's going to call here with ace-queen. I think he thinks that Mo's stealing it. But if Barry catches his queen here, he's in big trouble because Mo's got a queen as well. The turn's a 7. Barry checks. Mo's probably... And Mo checks right behind him.
Yeah,
And the river's a king.
Board's a little scary, got a little scary there.
And Barry's going to bet 400 here, and I think Mo's going to make the call. Well, let's see.
You got a straight, you got a 5-8, you got it. You got a 5-8?
Mo checked the turn, maybe thinking it was a little bit scary, and he kind of induced this bluff, and Barry's bet in here with ace high.
Put it in there, Mo. Come on.
It's a $400 bet into a,
send him a
and he's going to make the call.
message here.
He's going to make the call, and queen 10's going to take it down there. And again, Barry's a little lucky that a queen didn't peel off there. I mean, that's some of the danger. You know, we talk about it a lot, David and I, Denny, about playing big hand slow pre-flop. Now, you know, Barry Woods had a raisable hand pre-flop. He was in mid to late position. He had ace-queen.
Right.
He limped in. He did not raise. Now, the flop comes out 10-6-4. Why make the call on the flop? Why get involved?
Yeah.
You know? And we see that with people do it all the time with ace-king, ace-queen. So, and he did get involved there. Now the button moves over here to seat 2. Button moves over here.
You know, I got to compliment you guys because you guys have come a long way with Live at the Bike. I watched a show on Spike TV last night. It was King of Vegas or something. What a joke that
Avo is going to raise here. 3-4 clubs on the button. He made it 125 to go. And Barry's called here with 8-10 of spades. And here we go. 9-9-5. Barry checks. And Avo's going to check right behind him. He's not going to make the continuation bet. Turn is an ace. And actually, Barry has top pair. Flop was 5-9-10. And now Barry's going to come out and bet against an ace. He's going to bet 300 here. Avo's got a wheel draw now. So Barry checked top pair. The ace came on the turn, and now he bet right into the ace. And Avo is not going to get involved. There you go. And Barry Woods takes it down. And there it is.
Thank you.
So we really had a record-breaking Legends here this past year, didn't we, Denny?
Oh, yeah. God, that's so long ago, though.
And here we go with another chip count. So look at this. Avo is up about $5,000 when he made that hand, Denny, one of the first hands of the night with that tens full of queens.
Right.
Corporation Mike's up a couple of grand. And hey, look at Hashem. He's up to 10,000.
Well, what did Hashem
Barry,
start with, though?
that number, Barry's actually at 19,000, not 1,900. So Barry's in second place there with 19,000. I think Hashem has started with, I want to say...
I know he rebut 5.
He's about even.
He's about even, okay.
Yeah, he's
well,
about
that's,
even.
that's not a bad place to be.
Yeah, but Avo's definitely up. Now we've got three-way action here. It's limped around. Queen 8-4. Alan looks to have the best hand here. Mike's going to bet 200 here with bottom pair, top kicker. Alan folds, and Barry only has king high here. Does he want to get involved? I don't really know what he's thinking here. If he's going to make a call and then make a move later on.
It'd be interesting to find out what some of these guys do for a living.
Well, of course, Corporation Mike helps to run the
Yeah, we know
corporation
what
here
he
at the
does.
casino.
I can tell you what Mike, Mo, and Hashem do. It's the rest of them. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You know, you play poker every day. What percentage of the time would you say when you first sit down and play poker that you start out as a winner? Meaning you win the first hand you play.
Well, since I'm not really playing a lot of hands, it's probably under 10%
Yeah?
of the time. And usually if I come in, especially as a prop, and I come in and take the blind, I'm in the worst position. So now if I posted behind the button, well, that percentage might go up a little bit, but it's all about the position. See, one's going to raise here. He's going to make it 175 to go. He's got ace-10 offsuit. And Corporation Mike's going to call. He's got pocket fives, and we're heads up about 350. Here we go. Paul, the pre-flop raiser. Well, 8-9-8. See how Mike's going to come out and play this one. And this goes check here. Turns a 3. Now Paul has the nut flush draw. And Mike is going to come out and bet 300 here. Again, Paul's got the ace of hearts in his hand. Now, Denny, if the 5 of hearts came here on the river, we could see some real fireworks. Mike would fill up and Paul would make the flush. Well, the river's a 7. Mike is still good, and he's going to make another bet. He bets 500 here. Yeah, the funny thing here is that Paul's really thinking about calling with ace high, and he does call with ace high. And Mike is going to take down over a $1,500 pot. And those people that know Live with the Bike know that Paul's a really tight player. Sometimes, tight players, get off their game with Mike, making that, those loose, aggressive moves. There you go.
So somebody give me a tilt. Oh, I need 100, huh, sir?
And Button moves over here to seat 6. Barry Woods. Barry Woods, of course, great fan of Live with the Bike, studies the archives.
We should have a head-up competition with you and Tuck. I'll commentate.
We're doing
you guys
a heads
play.
up. Well, we want to do a heads up competition between me and Corporation Mike. That was always the plan, but we lost one of our commentators, so we'll see about that. Button's over there.
Raise, make it 225 total.
And we have a raise here by Vic Park. He's going to make it 225 to go. He's got 7-4 of clubs. And Mo has got pocket 8s in seed 8, and it looks like he's coming back over the top in the blind. He's going to make it 500 more, and Vic's got his hand in the cookie jar, and he got caught, and he's going to fold. Mo's going to take it down there with pocket 8s. And there it is. Now, is Legends going to continue to stay at the lowest buy-in of any WPT, and any plans on moving the main event buy-in up to $5,000?
Not this year. It's still going to be $5,000.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we'll hit a 1,000-player mark this year.
Yeah.
Had over 800 last year. And as far as the future, I don't know. We have talked about going up to 10,000. We're just not yet.
Yeah. Oh, there's some
look
great
at that.
food,
Look
Denny.
at that.
Filet
Oh,
mignon.
Jesus.
Just wipe away the green stuff, right? That
Man.
asparagus.
Oh, the asparagus is good, too. And the garlic mashed potatoes and the filet mignon. Oh, jeez. Did you have to show that?
Avo's come in for a raise here with Queen Jack of Diamonds to 150 in seat 2. And Mike's got pocket kings on the button. He's made a re-raise. He's made it 300 more. And Avo makes the call. Queen Jack of Diamonds versus 2 black kings. And Avo hits top pair here. Jack 8-3 with 2 spades. Avo checks. And Mike, who's an aggressive, he's going to bet with the overpair.
Sure is.
He bets 900 here, Denny.
Take a drink of water.
And, Mike could be making this move with any 2 cards. He's really loose aggressive. Does Avo want to get involved with his hand? He's got top pair. And it's a red Queen Jack. The pot is $1,500, $900 for Avo to call. And he's going to make the call. And we've got a $2,400 pot as we go to the turn. And this one's going to be interesting. Again, Mike has position. The turn's a 6. It's no help. Abo checks again. It's a $2,500 pot.
21.
And Mike is going to come out and bet. He's gonna bet
$2,100.
a little under the size of the pot. He's really pushing it hard here. $2,100 here. The pot is now $4,600. $2,100 for Avo to call.
Now, if you're Avo, what are you thinking? You're gonna be thinking Ace Jack.
And we can look here and we can see that Mike has about maybe another, I want to say maybe another 6,000 to 7,000 left there. So this is a huge hand, Denny. Again, the pot is about $4,600, $2,100 to call. Look at Avo. He's going to get away from it. He gets away from it. But again, that's the power of Mike. You know, Mike really, really pushes a lot of his hands, which is why I questioned the fact about maybe 20, 30 minutes ago why on earth he would not raise out of the big blind with pocket kings with 4 or 5-way action.
Right.
And Mike's a stylish guy. You like that shirt?
Yeah, it's not me, but it's all right.
Can we get that shirt for you, Denny? Will you wear it? Probably a couple, one or two sizes, a little bigger, right?
I'd wear it. Give me a double X. Or 17.5, 34, 35.
Yeah.
That'll work.
But
No, I'll always take free clothing as long as it's new. Don't go to the Salvation Army.
And we got King Queen suited here for Allen in seat 5. He just limped in.
After this hand, I want to talk about a upcoming promotion we got.
And we are going to see, looks like, 5-way action. It's a $350 pot. Here we go. 5-3 deuce. Now, pocket 6 is over there for Mo, an overpair to this board, plus a straight draw.
Got 2 pair, though. Seat 9 gets.
Yeah, Hashem's got, look at this, he's got top and bottom. And Avo's got a pair and an open-ended straight draw. Look at this, Barry's going to bet with as a bluff, and Mo raises with the overpair, and Hashem's got 2 pair. Look at how coordinated the board, though, is. Denny, this type of hand actually happened in high-stakes poker, I believe, on GSN a couple of nights ago.
Somebody bet, but...
And look at this, Barry bet, Mo raised, and Hashem is going to pull the check re-raise. And Mo is a good enough player.
900 more he re-raised.
Mo is really a good enough player where this is going to be an instant fold here for Mo. I don't think Mo's going to get involved with this hand at all. He's got 2 red 6s. I think this is an easy fold. 900 more here. It's 600 for Mo to call. And he's looking at how much Hashem has left here. Remember, Hashem has pulled the check re-raise. He's raised 2 people. Barry bet, Mo raised, and Hashem has check re-raised.
Also, remember, Hashem has a $5,000 chip there.
Yeah. He's got
about
7,000.
5 stacked at 7.
Yeah.
He's got about
8,000 in front of him.
Yes, 8,000, 9,000.
He has Mo covered. And look at that. Mo says, I put you on 2 pair, and Mo's right. Hashem's got top and bottom pair here. And he's still thinking about it here, but I cannot imagine that Mo is going to get involved with this hand in a limped pot here. There's just way too many things out there. Let's see
He's
what
counting
he's
it
gonna do.
out.
Well, he hasn't
He's
made the
thinking
call
about
yet.
it.
Oh, he
There it
makes the
is.
call. Well, maybe if he thinks a 4
Mo needs a 4 or 6.
Maybe if he thinks a 4 or 6 comes out, he might get all of Hashem's money. The turn's
No.
a king. It's a club. Can
Now
he
it's
represent clubs, though?
Now it's going to cost him.
And Hashem checks.
Oh, Hashem checked because of the clubs.
And Mo checks right behind him, and the river's a deuce, and Hashem never put any money in there. Hashem filled up on the river. Mo checked right behind the turn, and it went check, check on the river. And, wow, that one, I was really surprised to see Mo call there with pocket 6s. And I thought maybe...
I wonder why he checked the full house.
I thought maybe he would use the clubs as a scare card in the turn, but it just went check, check down to the river. Yeah, maybe, Hashem was checking to induce a bluff on the river, but I don't think he was going to get any more money out of Mo once Mo didn't improve.
I don't think so.
So, Mo knew, it sounded like he knew that Hashem had 2 pair, but you're right, if a 4 had come or a 6 had come, Mo would have been good. Button moves over here to seat 9. Again, we're playing $25.50. No limit hold'em. $3,000 minimum buy-in. Unrestricted game.
I wonder if I could buy in this game. Let me see how much money I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got about 800.
Yeah.
You can come up with the rest.
Pot looks like it's been limped around here.
Another World Series moment. No, 150.
Raise the 100.
And we had a raise here by seat 3 to 150 with ace 10 offsuit. And he is going to take it down there. That's Vic Park. We had a question here, Denny. We had an email from Timothy Sadowitz. He says, on the hand with Mike and Mo was on a flush draw, and Mike had a set of 8s. Mo went all in before the river, and Mike called. What did you mean when you said run it multiple times on the river card? Well, if you want an explanation of that, you can go to liveatthebike.com, click on As Seen on Live at the Bike, and we'll explain that to you. It's a way of hedging the variance. Does not affect the expected value of the hand, but it does, kind of hedge the variance. Putts hold
It's
it
like
around.
playing 2 out of 3.
Or if you run it once out of twice, 1 out of 2. Now, Paul came in for a raise here on the button with ace king, and no one's going to call. He's going to take down the blinds. And there it is. So Paul is pretty tight aggressive there. Or pretty tight. Sometimes he tends to be a little bit passive.
Game going or
Greg's in the box. Now, this is a collection pot, so if the pot is over a certain amount, they will take $13 from each player. Corporation Mike is going to raise it up to 200 here out of seat 7. He's got Jack 10 of spades. And it looks like he's going to take this one down. There you go. It's interesting, Denny, how far poker tournaments have come
Yeah.
over the last few
They sure
years,
have.
right?
In fact, we got one coming up. It's called a Valentine's Day weekend, which Valentine's Day is not on the weekend this year, but works out that way. February 10th through the 12th. Play against them. We got a no limit hold'em shootout where it's going to be the ladies against the guys. Play with them, which will be a tag team event, half hold'em, half stud, and then play without them, which is our annual Queen of Hearts tournament for ladies only. And you can get more information. Come by the casino here. We got flyers and check the website.
Well, we get a live straddle here. And Allen's got pocket jacks in the small blind. He's probably going to raise it up. He makes it 300. And Barry's got ace-king in the big blind. And Barry just calls. Now, Corporation Mike in the straddle spot's got 7-3 suited. He's going to make the call. Wow. See, one's going to call. And now Avo's going to call. And the button calls, and we've got 6-way action times 300.
You sure this isn't a 3-6 hold'em game?
$1,800 pot. Allen's the pre-flop raiser. Here we go. And Allen
Jack
flops
9 tray.
top set. Allen flops top set here. It's an $1,800 pot.
Vic has the middle pair of 9s.
Allen's going to bet 900 here. Pot's now 2,700, 900 to call.
You got ace jack or 2 queens, Alan?
Barry folds the ace-king.
Mike's got bottom pair. I can't see him calling, though.
No. Nice flop here for Allen. And I don't think Allen's going to get any callers here. Nope. But just like that, I mean, Allen makes another $1,500 on that
Sure.
hand. Right there.
You don't want to, man. I won't call him.
So there you go.
didn't you lost with 3 queens?
And again, those white chips are $100 chips, and the purples are $25 chips.
Every time you take
And they're taking the collection right here because Allen just won that collection pot. So it'll take $13 for each player. And they're doing the math out for that right now.
You know what you need to improve this show here? You know John Madden, you know the board he uses where he draws all the play? I could see you drawing up there, This guy bet this, he's got this.
pick a wrong time to figure to take a pot.
Butt moves over here to seat 5.
I should lose in order not to pay.
Okay, that's for seat. That seat.
Look at this. Whalecock on 2+2 writes, glad to hear Denny again. Has he given an update of the bike menu yet? Well, you're late to the show,
Hey, it's
Whalecock.
the same old menu.
Didn't they change it, though, a little bit because the Jade Dragon over there closed?
Oh, they may have. I don't
Isaac
know.
always tells me about that. Something like that. Or they were rebuilding the grill kitchen, so they're using the Jade's menu.
Which they have completed.
Yeah, because they're doing a sushi bar in here pretty soon, right? Something like that?
Sushi?
Yeah.
Not one of my favorites.
Really? You don't want one for raw tuna?
No.
No?
I like raw. Never mind.
Mike raised here, or actually Mo raised under the gun with King Queen suited to 150, and no one's going to get involved with him, and he's going to take it down.
So there's already 500 in the pot. So you raised 2 more hundred.
If you're going to flop a set of jacks, top set of
There it is.
Perfect. But with 6 players, you don't want to see a flop.
Button moves over here to seat 6. Mo's got the big blinds.
Take down the 500.
We've already done through the first hour here, Denny. It's been fun.
Wow.
Old school Denny Williams here on the show. Look at this, Denny. We've already gotten 38 emails so far. Remember the days when we were begging for viewers? You know, back in the day?
Please watch
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Seat 3 is going to raise here to 150. That's Avo. He's got 8. That's Vic. He's got 8-10 of spades.
8-9 of spades.
That's right, 8-9 of spades. And here we go, 3-way action. Seat 5 and seat 6 called.
King 4 tray, 2 clubs.
Well, this has missed everyone. And Vic is not going to bet here. Now it gets checked around to Barry. He's in position, but nobody bets at it. Turn to 7. Now Barry has a pair. Third club. And Vic looks like he's going to come out and try to take a steal at it here. He's going to bet.
275.
Seat 3 is going to bet 275. And look at this. Allen's going to call. He's got a gut shot and the nut flush draw, and Barry folds the best hand. So here we go to the river. And the river is a 6, and Allen, who had the best hand with ace high, makes a pair. And Vic here, he has absolutely nothing, Denny. He's going to have to bet at it. He has 9 high. He's going to bet.
450.
He bets 450 here. And I don't think Allen's going to make the call. So with little tiny bets, Vic has probably gotten the 2 people here off of the best hand. Well, Allen's thinking about it here. Well, I mean, remember, Vic checked the flop. He bet the turn, and he does not call.
He lays it down. He lets it go.
Now, again, you know, kind of one of the leaks in Allen's game is that he has a propensity to call too much in seat 5 with big draws. If he had raised at any time in that spot, say he had raised on the turn, he probably would have taken the hand down. And Barry could not overcall with a pair of red 7-10 when Allen called in the middle.
For any of you tournament players out there, we have tournaments 7 days a week here at the bike. We have our nooners, which run at 12:15 every day, Monday through Saturday. And we have our nooner nights, which run Sunday through Friday at 7 p.m. Check the website for the schedule. They're all different. You get some pretty good little prize pools in those small tournaments, too.
Barry Woods he's got ace-king. He's going to bring it in for 225 here. Late position in seat 6. And Mike is going to call him here with 9-5 suited here in position. Hashem's got a king 7 of hearts. Mo is folded. And it looks like Hashem's going to make the call. And again, Hashem is dominated. If a king came out here, can he get away from it? Here we go to the flop. 10-9-5. Look at this. Mike has, 10-8-5. Mike's got bottom pair, but he's got the best hand. See if Barry makes a continuation bet here. No, he's going to check it. And Mike checks right behind everyone. Turn is a 3. Mike still has the best hand. Pot's about 750 here. And now Barry's going to bet. He bets 500, and Mike quickly calls.
Boy, he didn't even hesitate.
Pot's now about 1750, and the river is an ace, and Barry backs into the best hand.
Good catch.
And he bets, and Mike says, good catch. And Mike folds. Now,
Wow.
if Mike thought he had the best hand on the turn, why didn't he pop it up there, Denny?
Yeah. Well, when you got a pair of fives and you got two overcards,
Yeah.
it's,
A red 5-9
it's
on
hard to
hearts.
think that you had the best hand.
What monster did you have? I had second pair. I had you say
Look at those chips there for Barry Woods.
90% of the time we're in a come on.
Button moves over here to seat 8.
It's only because I'm a better player than you are.
Call the wrong guy a wrong thing.
You gave me I know. Take it back, Mo.
Limp here by Allen in seat 5.
I called him a lot worse than that one time.
And this pot's going to be limped around here. Looks like 4-way action, $200 pot. King 10-5. Seat 9 over there, that's Hashem. He's got top 2 pair. And he's going to come out and bet here with King 10. He bets 200. And look at Allen. He's going to call with a gut shot with Ace-Jack. If he were actually to catch a queen here, he might get a lot of money from Hashem. Now, Mo's got 6-5 off suit. He's trying to figure out here if he's going to call. Problem for him is if he spikes 2 pair, it's no good. Hashem already has 2 pair. And he's still trying to figure out here if he spikes trips with 2 pair, could he win a lot of money? It's a $200 bet. He's not going to get involved. And it's a smart fold because all he's drawing to is a 5 here. Turns a 7. Hashem's probably going to put another. Oh, it goes check here. And the river's a 7. And Hashem checks it down. Takes it down there with the King 10. And he's up a couple $1,000 for the night.
What else can I expect? I had enough out.
You asked me you have to bear a flop. I said yes. You called me.
Nice flop.
Good shot of Mo there. Button's going to move over there to Hashem in seat 9.
Look up schmuck in the dictionary. There's a big picture. I got it as my coat of arms.
Mike's calling somebody a schmuck over there.
Just live with. You don't have to repeat that for on air, you know.
Mike is going to raise here, it looks like. Seat 7. Ace 3 of clubs. He's going to make it 200 to go. And Vic Park's going to make the call here. He's got pocket 4s. And here we go, heads up. Ace 3 of clubs against pocket 4s. Mike is the pre-flop raiser. Well, 8-6 deuce, all hearts.
Yeah, can you put one more 8?
Vic checks.
Can you put one more 8?
And Mike checks right behind him.
Hey!
Turns an 8.
Sent it!
Mike's going to bet 300. Wow, and Mike's not going to get involved. Mike will normally bet a flop heads up that, you know, he raised.
Just take a stab at it.
90% of the time. That time he didn't, though.
Oh, Barry, what am I going to do? Yes, I am, actually. Thank you very much.
I think Mike said, talking to Barry, if you look up the definition of schmuck, there's a big picture of you in the dictionary.
That's a mean thing to say.
That's what you do with me every time. Live it, love it.
And the button here is in Paul's hand in seat 1. Limp here by Allen, Queen Jack offsuit. Barry's going to limp in with Ace 3 of hearts. Hashem's got a little suited connector over there, 9-10 of clubs. He's going to make the call.
Not many times I've got to get you.
And we're going to see the pot limped around 5 ways, 5 times 50, $250 pot. Ace Jack 4. Well, Barry's hit top pair. He doesn't have much of a kicker from up front. Looks like he's going to throw a little bet out here. Bet's 200 with the Ace 3. Again, the flop's Ace Jack 4 with 2 diamonds. So let's see if Allen's going to get involved here, and he does. He makes the check call with 2 pair. Here we go to the turn. Turns a 6. Heads up, Allen against Barry. Allen checks. Barry's going to bet 400 now.
Well, that's why I'm trying to keep you out from the flush.
And Allen says, are you on a flush draw?
And if
Allen just doesn't want to lay this hand down. And now he is. And oftentimes, Denny, we'll see Allen take 1 off. Sometimes too many times. Everyone always has a propensity to take 1 off.
Yep.
You know?
I guess 5,000 behind.
why does everybody know what the hell I think?
When is the last time you played in a cash game?
Calling you.
That's who I want. I love a little mystery.
Probably about 3 weeks ago, I sat in a 4-8 game.
Battle it up, man.
Bought in for No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4-8 game bought in for. They use blue chips in that, right?
Right,
So I
$1
bought $100 worth, and it was gone 20 minutes later.
Well, that's like buying a rack in the 2040. Like, in a 4-8 chip structure game, a rack can go quickly in a limit game.
I noticed. I didn't even play that bad.
Well, this one's limped around. We're heads up between the blind and
Ace-Jack 8, 2
limper.
clubs.
Vic checks and Allen checks. Actually, we're small blind and big blind here, actually.
Vic's got top pair.
And now he's going to bet out here 100. Allen folds.
Big blind, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
The button's going to move over here to Allen.
7 high beats me.
This game's slowed down a little bit here. Vic Park. Look at that hairdo, Denny. What do you think about that?
A little spiked up there. Is that gray hair on, or is it just the light
I think
shining?
it's the light shining against the gel.
That'd be kind of cool. Dye the tips gray or silver.
Gray.
Yeah.
Mike is straddled again here in seat 7, so it's 100 to call. Allen calls.
Go for the skunk look.
Barry completes in the big blind. And we've got three-way action between the blinds and the straddler. All diamonds on the flop.
All
Nobody.
diamonds.
Actually, Barry's got the queen of diamonds. Look at this. Allen's going to come out and bet. Oh, no, he doesn't bet. Gets checked to Mike. He's going to bet with absolutely nothing. He bets 300. And Barry calls. Check call here from Barry. Heads up. 8-4 clubs against queen 7 with queen of diamonds. And here we go to the turn. Turns a 6. No help.
Boy, Allen wish he stayed in now about this time.
Barry checks. Mike bets 600. And Barry has the best hand here, Denny, with queen high. Mike is bluffing, and Barry makes the call again. And the river's a diamond, and he gets there. I wanted to see if it was a brick, what would have happened. And let's see what Barry's going to do. Can you check it one more time here and do some bluff? Mike's been bluffing the whole way, but now Barry's going to bet. And Mike folds. And Barry shows the 7 of hearts.
Now, if I'm the floorman out there, I'm going to make him show both cards.
No, let's not get into that discussion, Denny.
Remember that? Show one card, show them all.
Again, I thought that had to do with the fact that if you show one person, you need to show everyone at the table.
Maybe it did, but
Well, cash games, obviously, the rules are a lot different than in tournaments, Denny. You can show your hands here in a cash game. You can expose your cards. Mo has made a little raise here to 150 with ace-jack offsuit. He's going to take it down.
Respect for Mo.
And there it is. No one really likes to get involved with pots with Mo. There isn't a whole lot of expected value in it.
Big blind, Mo.
Mo can be a wild man.
Button moves over here to Barry Woods in seat 6. Mo is in the big blind. So $500,000 free roll. My goodness, check that out. LA poker scene. Click on the little link there on the right-hand side of the screen.
175.
Well, Vic Park's going to make it 175 to go over there in C3. He's got 10-9 offsuit. Barry Woods here on the button. Looks like he's got, looks like King 9 offsuit. He's going to fold.
All right, I'm going to give you action.
But Mike's going to call here with Queen 3 of hearts, and that means that Mo's going to call. He's got 3-4 clubs. So here we go. Three-way action. Vic's the raiser. About a $450 pot. 8, deuce 9. Vic's got top pair. And he's going to bet.
All right, Greg, you're back.
He bets 400, and he's going to take it down. Easy come, easy go. Easy money.
Easy money.
Yep. So here's a question for you. A lot of people were upset with the World Series of Poker, Denny, with the fact that No Limit Hold'em is taking over and every other game is just taking a back seat to it. And it seems like a lot of tournament series are just, increasing the number of No Limit Hold'ems and then just kicking everything else out.
Supply and demand.
Is that what it is? Are you going to move towards that, doing that too as well?
Well, we still offer all the games for Legends Poker and Winning of the Green, but for the most part, No Limit Hold'em is what people want to play. Even Limit Hold'em, the numbers have gone
Limit
down.
Hold'em's like one of the least popular tournament games, isn't it?
Well, no, it's probably second to No Limit.
Four-way action here, limped around. It's a $200 pot. King 10-5 rainbow.
The ones that have really died is, of course, Low Ball and 7-card Stud, at least on the West Coast. Now, Stud is still popular on the East Coast.
Mike bets here has a bluff, and he takes it down from the button with Queen High. Yeah, and I play a lot of games, and actually one of the games that I don't play is Stud High. I just really have no interest in the game whatsoever. But I play Deuce 7, I play Stud High Low, I play Omaha
Badoogie,
High
you
Low.
like that one?
Yeah, I play the draw games, but Stud High just doesn't do it for me, Denny. I don't really have a great memory, so Stud High Low, you don't. I mean, it's always important to remember the cards, but I don't think it's as important as it is in Stud High.
That's why you get in trouble with the girls. You can't remember their names the next day.
Yeah, or their numbers.
Or
their
numbers.
suits. Four-way action here, limped around. 10, 5, 7, couple diamonds here. Allen's going to bet here. He's got top pair. He's got King 10. And he is going to take it down. There it is. Again, the game is kind of slowed down here a little bit at the beginning of the night. You can email us at liveatthebike.com. Follow a live thread. Go to 2plus2.com, spelled out. Click on forums. World Poker Tour and other televised tournaments. Official Live the Bike thread for January 18th. We're approaching our 1-year anniversary on Live the Bike, Denny.
Wow.
It seems like it was yesterday when you and I... did we do the first show?
It seemed like it was 2 years ago to me. Yeah, we did the first show.
Oh, here we got a hand here. Pocket Kings for Allen. He's made it 350, and seat number 1 over there, Paul's got Pocket Queens in the small blind. See how he's going to play it. 350 here, so it's 325 for Paul to call, and it looks like he's coming back over the top. Now, Allen has position. He's making it 1,000 to go, and Allen's got maybe 2,500 left in front of him. Let's see what he's going to do. It's 700 more for Allen to call, and Allen looks like he's just calling. So here we go, $2,000 pot, heads up, Kings against Queens. Barry is not in the hand. Barry has not flopped trip sixes. 6-6-5 here. And Paul's going to bet, so I don't think Allen's going anywhere here. He bets 1,500. And I think Allen probably is going to move right in here now, Denny. I mean, the pot's 3,500. It's 1,500 to call. He doesn't have any more here. Doesn't have much left. He just calls. Well, I mean, he's got a couple hundred left. Pot is now $5,000. The turn is a 3. And that's not going to help. And now Paul is going to bet here again with the overpair. And Allen calls. And Allen has him. Paul has 1 out here. He needs to catch a queen, and it doesn't come. The river is a 6.
Barry's not in the hand,
Six is full of kings.
even though those cards are up there.
I know.
Barry's probably going. Barry's probably going crazy.
Quad sixes.
Play
Yeah.
that 6.
Yeah.
10 1/4.
He would have made quad 6s there, but Allen takes it down there over a $5,000 pot with 6s full of kings. There it is. And the button moves over here to seat 9.
You want blue, Alan?
No, I don't want blue.
And Allen doubles through there. Nice hand there by Allen. Unbelievable.
Thank you very much, Alan.
Button moves over here to seat 9.
Seat 1.
Seat 1. Why do I always mix that up?
I don't know.
Lord. Every time.
Well, maybe the dealer screwed up. Maybe you're right and the dealer's wrong. Usually find out that information when the next hand's over, you know.
Right.
You say, hey, the button was out of position.
Mike's going to make a little raise here out of seat 7. 6-3 offsuit.
$200.
Hashem's going to call. Queen 10 of clubs. Haven't heard much from Hashem.
No.
We're heads up 6-3 offsuit against Queen 10 of clubs. And Hashem's got overcards and a flush draw.
7-5 deuce.
Mike checks, and Hashem's going to bet here. He bets 100. And Mike's going to call with a straight draw. Turn is a 4, and Mike makes a straight.
He sure does.
And it goes check, check, and the river's a 7. Hashem is in the hand with Queen 10 of clubs. Mike's got 6-3 offsuit, and Mike bets the river, and Hashem does not call, and he takes it down.
You have no pair there, Mike?
There it is. Butt moves over here to seat 2. And it looks like Mike's got pocket 7s. He's going to limp in this time.
250.
And Hashem's going to make it 250 to go. He's got pocket 6s in seat 9. Allen's going to call with Queen 10, and Mike's in there with pocket 7s. Three-way action. $750 pot.
No, Mike's got 7-8.
He's got 8-7 offsuit.
7-8.
You're right. Called that wrong. Ace, deuce, king here. A couple spades. Hashem is going to bet 300, and he's going to take it down.
If this was Jack, I could have called it. Queen 10.
Interesting. A little strange to see Mike limp in with pocket 7s there.
You need the help.
I would just call you.
Yeah, but you needed the help.
Now, if I would block
So how did the holidays treat you, Denny?
Holidays were good.
What kind of meat did you have on Christmas?
Let me think about that a second. I think we had prime rib.
Oh.
I went to my sister's house up in Northern California.
Didn't have a Christmas goose?
No goose, no duck, no chicken, tofu. No.
Raised here by Avo, it looks like in seat 2. He's got king jack offsuit. He made it 150 to go. Allen is called in seat 5, and Mike is called with 8-4 of clubs. Three-way action here. Allen's got an ace-7 of clubs. Here we go. 8, 3, 8. And
Eight,
Mike's
eight,
got
three.
trip 8s.
Good.
And it gets checked around on the flop. Turn is a 7. Now Allen has a pair.
That's 8-7.
And Allen's going to bet. He's going to bet 200. So Mike's slow playing the trips. Allen bets 200. Mike just calls. And Avo's out of the hand. And Allen is drawing dead. The river's a 10.
You gotta bring your lucky charm there, that's why. You want me to
Let's,
get it for you?
and Allen's going to put a little blocker bet out there. And Mike's going to raise. Allen bets 250. Mike makes it 600. And Allen folds, and Mike takes it down. There it is. Collection pot here. Pot moves over to seat 5. You know what I had for the first time, Denny?
What?
A couple days ago, an ostrich ground beef burger. Oh, that was good.
Wow. What did it taste
Healthy
like?
meat.
Ostrich?
It actually tastes like a red meat. It's like a red meat. And I've heard buffalo is good as well. Kind of a lean red meat.
for not to pay the
Paul's raised here out of seat 1. Pocket jacks. He's made it 225 to go. He's going to take down the blind.
You know what's really good? I had it once years and years ago. A venison meatloaf.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Actually, you know, my mother's family's French-Canadian. They do a thing with, they make meat pies, which usually, with ground venison, which is, you know, ground meat, potatoes, mixed in, like mashed potatoes and the meat, and then in a pie. And that's a
Wow.
French-Canadian meat pie.
Forgot to tell everybody, join us from 10 to 11 tonight for Cooking with Bart and Denny. We'll have our little recipes.
150? I'm sorry, 75.
We'll do the marijuana brownies tonight, right?
Button moves over here to Mike in seat 7. And Barry Woods got pocket queens. He's posted dead here. He was away from the table. He's most likely going to make a little raise here.
2.5.
Makes it 250 to go.
Barry, any relation to James Woods?
Not quite. But actually, you weren't around. Barry Woods never played on the show when you used to commentate, right?
No.
He came afterwards. He looks like a stylish guy, doesn't he, too? Look at those polka dot cuffs.
Yeah.
Striped shirt. Little mini chocolate chip cookies, Danny, right up your alley.
There you go. Mini glass of milk. Mini chocolate chip cookies.
You don't seem like a skim milk type of guy.
That's what I drink, though.
Really?
Yeah, non-fat milk. See, the older you get, the less sweets you want.
Ah. Mike's going to raise here. He's got Jack 9 offsuit.
Even chocolate chip cookies. I used to be able to eat about 8 of those suckers. Now I got maybe about 3, you know. It's just too much sugar.
So Mike raised to 250 here, and Mo is called with ace-10 offsuit on the button. And Barry has called with Jack 9 of spades. So actually, Mike raised it up with 7-4 offsuit. We've got four-way action. It's a $1,000 pot. 8-7-8, and it looks like Mike has the best hand. Actually, look at that. Barry's flop, Allen's flop, trip 8s. Mike's going to bet 700 here with a pair of 7s. Let's see how Allen's going to play it. It's a $1,700 pot, 700 to call. And Allen just calls. Again, has a real tendency to slow play. Now, Barry's got a gut shot to the 10 here. He's got backdoor spades as well. If he hit a 10, he would have all of Allen's money. We know that for sure. Allen's not going to lay down trips. Now, Mo had one of the 10s over there in seat 8, so Barry would need to catch 3 outs here on the turn. I mean, that's a pretty coordinated board to slow play trip 8s here by Allen, but he has slow played. And you wonder what Mike's going to do if it gets checked to him on the turn. And Mike is literally almost drawing dead, Denny. He would need to catch running 7s here to win this hand. Perfect. Here we go to the turn. The turn is an 8, and Allen's made quads. Can Mike get away from the hand, though?
Mike's got a full house.
Because Allen, I mean, can you put the guy in 4-8s, and it goes check. And the river's a 10. Let's see a nice overbet here by Allen. He's got 4 8s. The pot now is about $2,400. And Allen looks like he's going to bet maybe 1,000. He bets 1,500 here. 1,500. But the thing about Mike is that Allen usually doesn't make moves like this. I can't believe that Mike's paying him off. And look at that, 4 8s there.
Wow.
Allen's going to take down a pot that's about $5,400. Now, what I was going to say was that, Mike plays with Allen a lot. Allen usually doesn't bluff at it, although he has recently bluffed the river on cards that, that he missed if he was on some sort of a draw. But I don't know if he would have thrown 1,500 out at it. But Mike made the call.
Mike was calling to tie. That's all he was doing.
He really was. He really was.
See, I remember some of the stuff he told me.
Absolutely. I mean, unless Allen was on a stone-cold bluff there.
Mike, you had a pair, right?
Look at this. Kev Mass says, Bart definitely wasn't on the very first Live at the Bike show. He was there starting a couple of weeks into the show's run. Were you on the first show?
I think I was. We'll have to ask our producer, Evelyn, who was on the first show. I think it was me, and might have been me by myself. Yeah. We're gonna research this. Get back to you, Kev.
Avo needs to show us his cards.
Maybe Kev could tell us.
Well, there's a discussion about that last hand was a collection pot.
Oh, now they don't want to pay it, huh?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Jackpot hit on the casino somewhere. I can hear all the excitement. Yeah. It's usually what it means.
Mo made it 225 to go with King Jack, and look at the amount of chips Allen has. We'll get a chip count in here at some point. Allen's going to call with pocket 6s. And it looks like we're heads up. Allen's up a lot of money here. He's having a good night. Here we go. Ace 10-6. Allen flops a set and he checks it. Mo's got a gut shot here. Ace 10-6, 2 diamonds. Now let's see if, and Allen, is he going to slow play? No, he's check raised.
No, it's check raised to 900.
He's going to make it 900 to go. He's check raised 600 more. Mo bet 300 on the flop. And unlucky for Allen, Mo doesn't really have a good piece of this flop.
I think Mo will lay this thing down, won't he?
Well, he could catch a
He's
queen.
gonna draw it,
He's going to draw. He's going to make the call. And the pot's about $2,800. The turn's a 4. See how much Allen's going to bet now.
Mo needs a queen, that's for sure.
Mo's going to come up and bet. He's going to bet 1,000, and Mo's done with the hand.
You know, I was thinking it might have been Shirley and I for the first show.
Did Shirley start it off in the beginning
Yeah, I
too?
believe she did.
Yeah. Yeah, Denny, that was the original A team.
Yeah.
You don't even know what we're referring to, I don't think.
Well,
but,
she ain't an A, that's for sure.
she's not an A?
No.
What is that supposed to mean?
Shirley's a C or a D.
Okay. Oh, I see. I thought you
get
were
it
like,
now? You
I
get
get
it
it
now?
now. Yeah, here, we're looking at another chip count here. Avo still leading the pack here with 26,000. I believe Allen's got probably about 10,000 now, I think. I think he's up about 7,000. Allen in seat 5. So, and then Corporation Mike's down a little bit. And Paul's gone. So, there you go.
That's why you got a 0
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, Allen's chip count's wrong because he just won another
Yeah.
pot, so add a couple grand to that.
Now we had a raise here by Avo, Queen Jack offsuit in seat 2, and Allen called with King 10 in the blind. Flop comes out rags. Avo's going to bet 225, and Allen folds here 9-3 deuce on the flop. Here you go. Surfing Alina, he writes, who was the really skinny young guy on Live at the Bike in the beginning? I played a tournament with him a while ago. He said he was a commentator. This was probably almost a year ago. No, I think he might have been talking about Terry, who was Russ McGinley's favorite. Kind of a punk ass.
Yeah, my favorite too.
Terry went broke and yeah, took off up north.
Good.
We have a live straddle here by Mike. And Vic Park is going to raise out of seat 3 with King 10 of diamonds. He made it 350 to go. And Mike called with Ace Jack, and we're heads up here. Vic against Mike. King 10 of diamonds against Ace Jack.
Ace 7 deuce.
Yep.
Mike with top pair.
Mike checks it, and Vic is going to bet. Barry is not in the hand. So Vic's going to make a continuation bet here, and I don't think Mike's going anywhere. Vic bets 800 into a $700 pot. Now, this is the problem with Ace-Jack. What if Vic had Ace-King here? I just don't think that Mike would go anywhere with it. And Mike's going to make the check raise.
17.
He's going to make it 1,700 to go. And Vic is going to get away from it there. You know, I still like Mike's game, and sometimes I think people think I go a little hard on him, Denny. His style, it drives me nuts when he does things that aren't consistent with his style. Because it's almost not, it's making.
Just mixing it up.
Well, it's not really mixing it up. I mean, the method, the way that he goes about winning in poker is winning small lots, being extremely least aggressive. When he flops monster hands, and when he has monster hands, he really should bet them hard. The other thing, too, is I think he has, a tendency to call down way too much and might not identify the fact of trouble-dominant hands, or hands that can tend to be dominated, like an ace-jack and an ace-10. I don't know if Mike could have gotten away there from ace-jack. And I'm just throwing that out at you. But I still do like Mike's game. And I think he would be a great tournament player if he picked up no limit hold'em tournaments.
Why do dealers deal in players that aren't at the table? I see that happen occasionally.
Well, if they ask to get dealt in, it's for jackpot reasons, isn't it?
I don't know. I just always felt you should be at the table to get a hand. Why slow the game down?
Well, Vic Park is raised here in late position. Deuce 5 off suit, and he's going to take it down.
His was better. For a better ball. Should switch. He doesn't know how to play.
You didn't like Terry?
No, he's a jerk. He was a smart ass.
He's not running good.
Bud moves over here to seat 6. How about Yana?
Yana was okay. I got along with Yana just because you had problems
You didn't
with
like
her.
Terry that much, huh? No, actually, I didn't mind Yana at all. She just tended to talk too much. So.
And you don't?
I know. I was going to say.
You don't. Am I not nice guy?
But we definitely didn't do any commentary with you when we had camera shots in here. We moved into a different room in August.
That's right.
Limped around here. 5-way action. 8-6-4. Rainbow. Doesn't look like anyone really has much here. Well, Mo's going to bet here. He's got a straight draw. He's going to bet out of the blind. He's going to bet 1-50. And Allen, look at this, Denny. Look at the board here. 8-6-4.
Right.
And Allen calls with ace-jack of clubs. Why? And Barry calls with ace-10. And Mike's in there with queen-7. The turn's a 7. And that gives Mike a pair.
Gives Mo a...
Well, Mo's got a straight. He picked up the...
He got the straight with the 5.
He had a
5
double
makes
gutter there. He could have caught a 3 or a 7,
Yeah.
and he's going to bet 400 now. And Barry, I don't really know what he's doing here. Is he going to make a move? He's going to make a move. He has nothing. Mo's got the straight. And actually, it's Barry with the ace-10. Barry has the ace-10, and he's going to raise to 1,500.
Mo's the big blind, too,
Yeah.
right?
Mo's got the straight.
So, Mo, you can't... I mean, it's awful hard to put Barry on a 5-9.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be scared of that, but...
Whereas Mo's a big blind. He could have anything, and he happened to make it straight here.
It's $1,500 raise here, or $1,500 total. And the pot, Denny, I want to say is about $3,000, about $1,300 or $1,200 for Mo to call.
I think Mo will call or raise.
Well, the thing is that Mo's out of position, so sometimes it's a little bit tough to slow play. He may just call here. I don't know what he plans on doing on the river. I can't believe that he's scared of 5-9 here. Although that is a possibility.
If I was him, I'd come over the top because I'm not. There's no way I'm going to put him on a 5-9.
Well, the thing is, though, if you think Barry's bluffing, why not just call and let him fire at it again on the river? That's the issue. Now, Barry has a gut shot. If you were to catch a 9, he'd have a better hand.
That's right.
So
that's why you don't just
well,
call.
again, it depends on what Mo thinks Barry has here. Mo just smooth called the flop, and now he's raised the turn. Now, the thing is that Barry could have 9-10 here as well. That would be a straight, obviously. Now, that's more likely than, say, 5-9.
Yeah.
9-10 is definitely more likely than 5-9. But I can't imagine that. Well, let's see. And Mo is going to come back over the top there, Denny, just like you said. And Barry's caught. Barry is caught.
I don't know how much he's raising.
2,000.
2,000 more?
Yeah. It's really something. Barry could have 9-10, possibly. Could have called that flop with 9-10. It was a rainbow board.
Wow, is he going to call and go for the gut shot?
I just can't imagine. Now, it's interesting. If we flip back over to Mo and see how much he's got left in chips. Mo is pretty much committed.
Mo's got about 2,600 left.
He's committed at least 75 to 80% of his stack to this hand. There's no way Mo's going anywhere. All the play's been taken out. If Barry moves over the top, he knows Mo's going to call. So I think Barry just needs to get away from the hand. It was a valiant effort to try to take it away, but Mo does not have enough money to ever possibly get off of a 5 here. Now, if these guys were $1 million or $100,000 deep and Barry moved all in now, well, then that would be something for Mo to think
and
about.
Barry's in 1,500, right? Is that what he bet?
Yeah. But Mo only has about 2,500 left. He's raising Barry 2,000. And there's just no way if Barry comes over the top that Mo's going to lay the hand down. So the pot now is about, I want to say 4,500. It's 2,000. Actually, the pot is about $6,000, 2,000 for Barry to call. So it's a $6,000 pot, $2,000 for Barry to call. And Barry's going to lay it down here. There's just... I mean, even though that we're playing...
Don't show it, Mo. Don't show it. He's asking, you want me to show my hand?
Well, he's not going to show
Good for
it.
you.
What I was going to say, Denny, is, even though this is an unrestricted buy-in game, when these guys are only about... Oh, look at that. It's Corporation Mike's mother coming into the game there in seat number 9. Or seat number 1. Now, Corporation Mike's mother plays exactly the opposite of Corporation Mike. She plays tight. She's well-disciplined.
Okay.
She's a solid player.
Everything,
Yeah.
everything her son isn't.
Right. What I was going to say was that now we're playing 25-50 blinds. Mo only bought in for about 100 times the big blind. We're just not that deep in this game where Barry can make a move and get somebody off of a big hand.
Now, actually, you can
Mo
buy
has
in
too
for
much
what,
money.
$1,000 if you wanted to, right?
You can buy in for $100,000 here.
No, I'm saying
$3,000
the
minimum.
Oh,
$3,000
$3,000 minimum. Okay.
And Vic Park is going to raise here to 175 with King Queen. Allen called with the Queen 9 of spades, and
Mike
raised
it to 500.
Yeah, he's got Ace King on the button.
He's king.
So if Vic Vic is not going to play the King Queen out of position. So Allen's got Queen 9 of spades. Mike's got Ace King.
I want you on the pot every single time, Alan.
You want bad beat?
Raise, call, re-raise.
If I come in, I'm going to get it. Because I
And it's 325 back to Allen. The pre-flop original raiser has already folded. And Allen gets away from the hand. And there you go.
Hey, I want to remind you, starting on the 23rd, that's Monday, I believe, the 100,000 guaranteed jackpots are back here at the bike. 3-6 Hold'em and above. Sunday through Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and again 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Whoa, Allen made the call. Excuse me, I thought he folded. 10-7-3 here. And now it just goes check fold. Could have sworn he folded there. So that pot was about $1,000. Again, we are live here, Debbie. Just like a live sporting event. Sometimes we'll make some mistakes. Unscripted, unedited. We do this show every day, Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 Pacific time.
all red. What am I going to do?
And the button moves over there to Mo.
Doesn't matter he has it or not. I'm not going to...
Didn't mean to cut you off there, Denny, but...
Hey, I'm used to it.
Now he gave me 5 back. 19 to go.
What?
That's right, I'm married.
You're married, so you're used to it, huh?
Get cut off all the time.
You might double it.
Barry's going to bring it in for a raise here in seat 6.
That's true. I might
He's got King 10 of hearts. He's going to make it 200 to go. And look at that. Corporation Mike's mother's going to call there in seat 1. And Avo's going to call. He's got pocket 4s. And Vic is in there. So we've got an $800 pot here. Barry's the pre-flop raiser. Now, Vic's got ace 10. Barry's got king 10. Well, the flop comes out 9-8-6 with 2 clubs. And that's Trish over there in seat 1. It's got checked around to Barry, and Barry's not going to bet at it. Avo has the best hand right now.
Another
Turn is an
8.
8. Let's see if Avo fires here. Actually, Trish has the best hand.
Yeah. 8s and 6s.
Yeah, and she's gonna bet 400 here. Now Barry has a gut shot straight draw and overcards. He's not going to get involved though. Funny though, if Barry had fired, which he normally does post flop, he probably would have taken it down. There it is.
Was he in the hand?
You guys don't pay attention.
Trish takes it down.
The same thing.
Now, I think Trish works for her son, Mike.
Really?
Yeah.
Mo is not dummy.
Or it could be the other way around.
Good. Okay, good. I'm glad. If you didn't, you should change your mind.
I wonder
Get something
if
else.
Mike ever beats his mom out of a pot if she sends him to his room.
Well, they actually played each other heads up one time on the show.
Wow.
And I think she ended up winning that match, didn't she? I think she won the match. Yeah. Button moves over here to seat 9. So
Are archives still available live at the bike?
Yes, that is. You can click on the on-demand banner on the left-hand
Subscribe
side of your
and
screen.
hold it.
Subscribe, $14.90. It's still $14.95 a month, Danny.
What
Gets
a
you
bargain.
all of the saved action every single show since we've started. And as I look over to our
You guys
producer,
got to graduate, get with the times, you know, like
I know, we need
24.95 or something like that.
well, we had a live straddle here by Vic. Avo called out of the big blind. It got folded around to Avo, and Vic has raised out of the straddle spot with king 6.
Look at all them chips he's got.
Avo's not going to call. Vic takes it down. What I was going to say was you know, every single show we've done, and I'm trying to remember exactly when the start date for Live at the Bike was. Was it early February? Early February. We're approaching a 1-year anniversary.
There are a couple of other people that I know they don't play shitty hands. It's him and me.
We actually have air conditioning in this room too, Denny. You
I've
noticed
noticed.
that? Yeah.
I remember that other room was hot, hot, hot.
Yep.
We had fans on the floor.
Oh.
And
I remember when Greg Raymer was in the booth. He was sweating up a storm. Kind of a big guy, you know.
Sweating like a pig.
$200 raise here by Mo. He's got ace queen. Now Hashem has got queen jack suited. He's going to make the call. Trish is going to make the call with a suited connector on the button. 7-6 of hearts. We're going to see four-way action.
Four-way action. Look at that juice tray of clubs. Is in
For Mike, yeah. Well, that's a little suited connector. Here we go. $800 pot. 9-5-6, couple spades. Trish has got the best hand. I think Mo checked pre-flop razor. Hashem's checked, and let's see if Trish is going to fire out here, and she does. She's going to bet 400.
Sorry, Mommy, I can't call.
And I think Mo is saying, is Mo going to check raise here? Yeah, he's going to check raise. He's going to make it 1,500, and he's making a move on Trish. Thinks that maybe he can get Trish off of a mediocre hand, and I think this is going to work, Denny. And there it is.
Mike's saying, don't pick him on Mom.
Well, he just did, and he took it down with the worst hand.
See you in the parking lot.
So we don't really see Mo, you know, kind of stone cold bluff that much these days, but this time he did.
Good, how are you? Good to see you.
The button moves over here to seat 2.
Yeah, that's a good email. I like that one.
Unfortunately, we're too much of a family show to read that email.
We can't read that? I'll read it. What are they going to do, fire me?
We had a raise here. I believe it was by... Well, 10-6 deuce here. I think Avo raised it with 7-4 of diamonds. We don't have his cards up. He's going to continue to bet here. Barry does not have anything, and he folds, and Avo's going to take it down. Avo had 7-4 of diamonds.
All right, we got an email from Dan Baba. It says, hey, Bart and Denny. With the increase in female poker players these days, do you ever find it difficult to concentrate on the poker game when an attractive woman is at your table? I play in a game that often includes a very attractive young lady who often wears tight, low-cut shirts, exposing her massive cleavage. She also is always sucking on lollipops or eating bananas.
At the table and is constantly flirting with all the men at the table, including the older gentlemen. I find it terribly hard to concentrate when she's at my table. I usually have to take a bathroom break, and then there's other things here. ...
Oh, my God. I didn't read that part. No.
I bought all of them. No, I bought them all.
Live straddle, seat 7.
See what you got yourself into.
I didn't. You're the one that finished this.
Live straddle here by Mike, and he's going to raise it out of the straddle spot. Barry just completed out of the big blind, and again, you know, Mike raises out of the straddle spot with any ace, so why not raise with pocket kings? And Mike's going to take it down there. And Mo is up here, I think, a little bit for the night as well. But I still think that Allen and Avo are the big winners so far.
Did he really? And gave it to everybody else?
Jerry, no, he lost. Well, he took from you a couple of
Yeah, beginning.
No. He lost more than 3 times.
Jaden?
Button moves over here to seat 4.
We're going to get a new chip count here in just a minute.
Well, Hashem is going to raise here. He's got
Hashem's
ace king.
got ace king off.
Makes it 250 to go. Barry's got 7-5 of clubs. He's in the small blind. Is this the type of hand you want to take out of position? Heads up. There isn't a lot of other players in the hand. Well, he's going to call.
Hashem finally got a respectable king. I mean, ace king.
So here we go. Heads up at the $500 pot.
Look, he got the
Wow.
ace. Ace
Yeah, but
nine,
look at this.
six,
Barry's
two
picked up a
clubs.
big draw. He's got a club draw and a gut
Sure
shot.
does, sure does.
Ace 6-9, 2 clubs. It's a $500 pot. This could be interesting. Hashem's going to bet. He bets 300. And Barry just check calls. Pot's 1,100 now. The turn's a jack.
Jack of hearts. No help.
Barry's going to check again. And Hashem's going to bet
Barry needs a
800.
club or an 8.
And Barry's not going to chase. Well, you know, the funny thing there is, you know, I don't know if I would make the call on the small blind heads up with 7-5 of clubs. But if you're talking about a hand that you want to be against with that type of flop, ace 6-9 with 2 clubs, I mean, that's a powerful drawing hand. And the guy hit his ace. Now we're going to take a look at a chip count here. So Avo started the night off with about 23,000. He's up at 3,000. Vic rebought for about 10,000. He's about even for the night. Barry's about even as well. He started off with about 19,000. Hashem started with about 10,000, so he's up about $1,000. Allen started with 3,000. He's up $7,000. Mo started with 5,000. He's up 4,000. And Corporation Mike is down a little bit there. We don't have Trish's chip stack, but I think she's about even. So Allen's the big winner so far. And there's over $100,000 on the table today.
Wow.
I'm losing $1,000 with the blind. It's safe.
Barry's going to raise here. He's got ace jack offsuit. Going to make it 175 to go. And he's going to take it down. We have about an hour left in the show.
What are you guys laughing about? I want to know. They're laughing too
I'm
long?
feeling real like
Ali, look, Ali, they got you here and they got them.
I know you're looking at that free roll copy, Denny.
I'm trying to
Incredible free roll.
Trying to understand.
$500,000 free roll.
LA Poker Scene.
Yeah.
Clip
Right,
site.
right-hand side of your screen at liveatthebike.com.
Yeah, sure.
Or go directly,
I mean, it's been beating us up
lapokerscene.com.
today, so maybe so.
Having a $500,000 free roll.
Yep.
I'll give you some details after this.
I'm sorry.
Buttons in seat number 7, Corporation Mike. Hashem's got ace-king again, ace-king of hearts. He's in the big blind. Well, Vic is going to raise it up to 175 with ace-10. Barry's going to call. Mike calls. Mo's got pocket 10s. Let's see what he's going to do in seat 8 with a razor and 2 callers. And Hashem in the big blind's got ace-king of hearts. Mo just calls. Oh, no, he's going to raise it up. He's going to raise it up. He's going to make it 800 more. Now the action's over to Hashem. You've got a razor, 2 callers, and Mo's re-raised in the small blind. You've got ace-king of hearts. What are you going to do here?
Shoot, put it all in.
He's got about 10,000 in front of him. Mo's got him
He can
covered.
afford it. I don't know. Ace King suited is a strong hand.
Well, it's a strong
He
hand,
at least
but
has to call.
he is in early position, and he faces a re-raiser by Vic.
What's the total, Mo? 1,100?
He made it 800 more, so it's going to be about $1,000 for Hashem to call here. You know what? It's not unreasonable to fold this hand out of position, Denny.
Oh, come on. I ain't going.
No,
What are
Denny-
you gambling for?
Vic has raised. You've got 2 callers, and Mo's made a big re-raise
Yeah, but
out
it's
of
all
the small blind.
pre-flop. It's all before the flop.
You want to put 10% of your stack in there with ace king of hearts.
If I can afford to play that game, yes.
All right, well, Hashem's thinking about it. He's going to be out of position. He might call here, and Vic could go back over the top from seat 3. Remember, Vic is the original pre-flop raiser. Well, Hashem's going to make the call, and we're going to see a huge flop here.
What's Ace King suited? Where's that rank? Number 3, number 4 hand?
But remember, in a no-limit cash game, though, ace king is not well hidden. It might be one of these times when you might win a small pot. Because if an ace or a king flops, how much action's Mo going to give you with pocket 10s? It's pretty obvious.
Now, Vic just laid his ace 10 down.
Yeah. And we're probably going to see it heads up here. It's over to Mike. Barry is folded.
Best hand right now. Best hand right now.
I know you have to.
And Mike hasn't done anything yet. He's thinking it's about 800 more.
Mike folds. Now, don't be surprised if Shem and Mo make some sort of a deal here.
Well, we're heads up here. It's about a $2,000 pot.
I check.
Yeah. I think these guys might be friends here, Denny. We'll see. I think Mo checked. Queen 6
Queen
deuce
6
here.
deuce. Mo's in the lead.
Check,
Start
check. Turns another deuce. Let's see if Mo's going to bet here. Can he check, check again. River's a 7. Well, Mo's going to win it. I don't necessarily know if Mo and Hashem bet against each other. Just one of the things that you see in a cash game, sometimes people won't play against each other.
Yeah, that's not right either. Though.
Well, something that you have to see. Some people might call it unethical, but, you know, Mo and Hashem aren't playing partners, so they have the right to do whatever they want, you know.
I still like my hand.
I have $8,000 there.
Doesn't matter. He's supposed to raise you. I know you are packet fan, but
Button moves over there to Mo at seat 8.
No, he didn't.
$2,000 more before the flop. I put you in a medium pair because you raised $1,000. Doesn't make sense if you have 15 to 8 to raise $1,000.
Well, Kevmath says that February 2nd was the original air date of Live at the Bike. February 2nd, 2005.
He's probably correct. Kev's been with us from the get-go. He started the thread, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Mike is raised here 225 with ace-queen. Mo's going to call on the button with pocket 4s. Heads up. 550 here, seat 7 and seat 8. Oh, actually, Mo is re-raised. A raise by Mike, and Mo is re-raised to 500 more with pocket 4s, and Mike is called. So it's $1,000 heads up. Mo's the original re-raiser. Pretty good flop for pocket 4s, 8 deuce 8. Mike checks.
I'm telling you, she put
And Mo's going to bet.
there must be something wrong with this machine.
There it is. Mo's going to take it down.
8-8. Same color. 200. Same color. Bad enough that I can't hear it.
Good aggressive play there by Mo using his position.
Look at Mike. Mike takes a look.
Thank you.
And that was pocket 4s that he saw under there, but he had Mike beat, so. Button moves over here to seat 9.
This is the machine. I want this machine.
Chinese New Year. Eights are lucky, you know?
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Okay, God. Hasn't been every single hand 8 on the flop or not? So there must be something wrong, seriously.
The machine knows what causes 8.
Because
right?
you put them the same way, they shuffle it the same way.
I think Ali's complaining that there have been too many 8s that have appeared on the board, Denny. That the deck must be rigged. Live straddle here by Vic in seat 3.
The shuffle machine is cheating.
Right.
That's what it is.
Pay attention, there has been 8 on the flop
Right.
every single time.
Too many 8s that are coming out.
Mark, I thought you are really smart. You know, last 3 dealers...
You know, Ali used to throw cards at the dealer. I wonder if he throws them at the machine now.
We had a little mini raise here. I believe it was by
How about if we change the card?
by Allen with Jack Deuce of Hearts.
Everybody thinks a pair of 6s.
And Vic is going to make it 1,000 more with King 5. Allen made a mini raise with Jack Deuce of Hearts. Barry called, Mike called, and Vic's going to come over the top with King 5 offsuit for 1,000 more. And he's going to take down all that dead money. That's $600 in dead money plus the other blinds that Vic takes down there with King 5. Wow.
Hey, just curious, have you had any abusive situations at Live at the Bike? You know,
Well, we had a
dealer
guy-
abuse or player abuse? Or
We had a guy that thought, this was, I think, at the end of August, that thought that one of the players that we have on here, Jesus and his friend from Mexican Poker, were somehow cheating him. We're playing partners. And we were trying to point out to him that this is the only cash game where everyone can see their cards. So how could somebody possibly be playing partners? But he thought that there was a mass conspiracy with the show and with everyone on the table to get him. Kind of like a Truman Show deal.
Wow.
But moves over here to seat 1 as we get into
But no
7.
fist flying or anything like that, huh?
No, not quite. Not really.
I think Ali's telling the dealer, take the 8s out of the deck so we don't get so many 8s. I don't know why Ali's complaining. He hasn't played a hand in so long.
200.
I know.
Side bets, maybe.
I did. I said that. So you wouldn't say too soon in bed.
Button moves over to seat 1.
Pay him down.
400. You got 400 for you.
That's the pot.
So have you taken advantage of the $1 double quarter pounder with cheese?
The what?
The $1 double quarter pounder with cheese, Denny.
I didn't know they had one.
No.
No, they have a double cheese for $1. It's not a double quarter pounder.
I'm talking about at McDonald's.
Yeah, me too.
Double cheese?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just a
double
double
cheeseburger.
cheeseburger.
Oh, sorry.
And no, last time I ate at McDonald's, I got food poisoning.
Oh.
Don't get their grilled chicken sandwich. No allegedly about it. When you eat a chicken sandwich and you're throwing up 3 hours later, you can be pretty
We had a raise here by Mike, 150, 6-7 offsuit. Hashem is called with ace queen, and we're going to see several other callers in here.
I should sue McDonald's.
5-way action, $750 pot to the flop. Mike's the pre-flop raiser. Well, he flops a pair, 9-6-5. And it looks like Avo has the best hand here with ace-6, but Mike's going to bet.
There are no more sixes out, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the K6. He's going to bet 500 here. 500 into a pot that's 750. Pot's now 1250, 500 to call. Hashem has not hit this flop.
Mike rubbing your legs too.
Hashem's going to get away from it. Avo is going to muck the best hand here, and it's back over to Vic. He's not going to get involved. And again, we've seen Alan make these calls before, Denny.
Come on, he does it every time.
Not this time.
He does this 100%. Alan.
No, if it goes here.
Yeah, Alan always makes the fake like he's going to raise and chips, and then he folds his hand.
But from next time, it's going to change. Up to now, you
That's
were
a
doing
scary move.
Scary, scary.
I did the same way that 1500 that I bet.
It's nice to see a big advertisement in the latest issue of Card Player for those nooner tournaments, huh, Denny?
Yeah.
On the back page. You ever done an advertising campaign? Like that for those nooner tournaments?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever we make a major change in the schedule, like we raised all the buy-ins in the nighttime, so
Take it down now.
Big pot.
sometimes the ad's even right.
Was this a collection pot?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be some sort of hit on someone?
No.
Oh. But moves over here to C3. Remember this guy, Baron Bangor Toth? He used to be your biggest critic, Denny. He says, Bart, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Denny regarding you ace-king suited over you. You'd seriously fold that on this table with this action? I'm not saying I necessarily would fold it, but I don't think that it would be an insane play to fold it.
Don't try and go back and justify your comments.
Hey, that's what I make a living doing at.
350 raised on seat 1.
Trisha's got pocket aces, and she's going to take it down here. No one's going to call the raise.
Well, look who's here. Hey, there's a seat open for you.
Look who's here. Are we allowed to say who that is? Or, that's the owner of the club, Hague Collegiate.
Yeah. There he is. Nice guy.
Very nice guy. I'm not just saying that.
I've never seen him play this game. He plays 20-40 Hold'em sometimes.
I opened the game. I opened the game.
King Queen suited over here for Vic in seat number 3.
Whole game. In 10 minutes.
But Avo's going to make it 175 to go with a suited connector. And Vic calls. Avo's got 6-7 of clubs, and we're heads up here. Avo against Vic. Vic has position. $350 pot. There we go.
In 10 minutes, I'm going to have a full game.
Queen, Jack, Jack. Vic's got top pair.
Oh my God.
See? Oh my
Yeah.
God. See?
That's right. Yeah.
And it goes check, check. And now Vic's made a full house.
Oh my God.
Oh, three.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Pay him anyway.
250. That's 100. 150.
And I guess the action is on Avo here.
Would have been 200 on the flop and then what, another 150?
100 on the flop.
Oh, 100?
No, 150.
150 total. You guys got to be down in.
But yeah, I am betting with you. I'm not betting with them.
Always to me. Really?
Oh,
And now Avo looks like he's going to bet.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
He must be
it's
down
50,
for
another
He's going to bet 225, but Vic has a full house here.
150. Aisha, I'll tell you what.
And Vic is just going to call.
He had 5.
Oh, he's going to make a raise, and he's going to take it down. He made a little mini raise there, and he took it down.
Look at this, Mike.
3 jacks.
So there you go.
Aisha, listen, remember that 5s?
Button moves over here to seat 6 to Barry
And
Woods.
he was paying and paying, paying.
I wish when I'm his that age I can have that much hair, Denny.
What, you getting a little thin on top?
No, of course
yet.
not.
And the same color.
I take some pills to avoid that.
He didn't get that. He would have hit all of us.
It's worked for about 4 years.
And there were about 6 players in the game.
Ace. Looks like we got pocket kings here for Avo. He's going to raise to 200. And it looks like Allen has called here with ace 9. Barry calls. This is a $175 pre-flop raise. Mo's called with 4-5, and Hashem's in there with pocket 5s. So 5-way action here. And the pot is about $900. Here we go. Jack 10-3, couple clubs. Pocket kings are still good here. And I think that Avo checked. Avo did not bet here with the overpair, and it gets checked around. Turn is a 3. Well, Avo's still good. Let's see if Avo's going to put some money in now with 2 pair, kings and 3s. He bets 500 here. And looks like he's going to take it down. There it is. Avo takes it down. With the toothpick, what do you think about those? You know, you got the toothpick in the mouth look going on, Denny.
Must have picked out that filet mignon he was probably eating earlier.
Boy, they put some great sauce on that filet mignon, huh?
You know, I don't like your new hours here, 10 o'clock. That's what time the restaurant closes.
Oh.
I can't go in and get a steak. You used to go 6 to 9, didn't you?
Well, we used to go 6 to 10, then we changed it from 6 to 9, and now we're changing it from 7 to 10. Limped around here. And we're going to see this pot multi-way here. Unraised pot. 6-way action. 5-way action. $250 pot. Here we go to the flop. King 4 deuce with a couple of hearts. Looks like King Jack over there for Hashem in seat 9. He's going to come out and bet. He bets 200. Now, Allen's got King 8 from seat 5. Actually, it was Jack 8, excuse me, and he folds. So Hashem is going to take it down there. There you go. And you're still coming in with the shirt and the tie and sometimes the suit, huh, Denny?
No tie today.
No tie today.
I had to leave it open to let my vocal cords breathe. And
you know, I've thanked you on this show many times, Denny, for allowing me to do the floor, I guess you call it floor hosting, floor commentating for the WPT events.
Oh, yeah.
That
You did a great job.
Thank you. But we haven't seen you yet because they haven't shown the Legends main event. I think that's sometime in March they're going to show
Actually, they said somebody said I was on last weekend. It might have been it might have been last year's
yeah,
show.
I don't think that was the recent show. Yeah. Limped around here, heads up. Avo against Allen. King 4 against Jack 6 of hearts. Nobody hits the flop here. Again, Avo against Allen. River's a 7. Jack 6 of hearts against King 4. Ace, deuce, 5, deuce, 7. And I think Allen won it there with King High. Putt moves over here to seat 1. Live at the bike. 7 to 10, Monday through Friday. This is probably the biggest game that we do on a regular basis, Denny, but we do another unrestricted game on Friday nights. We do a limit on Mondays. I'm probably going to change things up. We're probably going to have restricted buy-in, no limit hold'em tomorrow night, either a 200 or a 3 to 5 game.
What's the buy-in on the limit game you do?
Well, it's 8-16. We used to do 20-40 and 30-60. Yeah, you're more than welcome to play. We had a raise here by Trish. Made it 200 to go with King Jack of Hearts, and she's going to take it down there from the button. I don't know why we can't get the 20-40 and the 30-60 on anymore these days. But we, you know, again, if you sign up for the archives or you have a subscription to the archives, we have several episodes archived of those limits, Limit Hold'em. Button moves over here to seat number 2.
There's only one person I want in this table to win, that's him.
Yeah,
But he can't. That's the problem.
Nice finish.
I always have
A few limpers here.
Now you have your
And we get 4-way action here. $200 pot, limped around 4 ways. Ace, queen, queen. Weak ace over there for seat 4. That's Ali. He has the best hand. It gets checked around. Turn is a jack.
Nobody had queens. Nobody had the ladies.
And now let's see if Ali's going to make a bet. He does. That's 250 here. Turn was a jack. And Barry's made a straight. And he's just going to call. Barry has made the nut straight.
King 10.
He's made the nut straight. He did not raise. And there's no way. I don't think he's going to extract any more money from Ali here. River's a 4. That doesn't play. King 10 against ace 4 here. Ali checks. Mike is not in the hand. Barry's going to bet. He's going to bet 400, and I don't even think Ali's going to call. It would be probably to chop the pot here, Denny. It's a $400 bet. Barry made a straight on the turn. He did not raise. $400 bet. Little bet, maybe half the size of the pot here.
Yeah, that's what, I guess that's what you're trying to do.
I don't want to risk any more than 400 on this.
Okay, yeah, you have the queen, I'll pay you off.
And Ali's going to call. Barry's got a straight, though, not the queen. And there it is. And Barry's going to take it down.
Obviously better than queen. Much better than.
I was waiting to see if the cards hit the dealer in the forehead or not.
Are you saying that Ali sometimes gets a little steamed about his losses?
Once in a while.
Yeah.
That wasn't too big of a loss, so he was able to control himself. Besides, he's got a little lady sitting
he's got a lady
behind him.
behind
He's
him.
got to set an example there. You know.
Dealer's out of the box. We're going to get a new dealer. We get about a little over half an hour left on Live at the Bike. And tomorrow night, Denny, I will be alone, and then Dave Tuckman will be back on Friday night. Dave had some personal affairs that he needed to attend to today and tomorrow.
Seriously, last 20 years, I've seen at least, you can ask Hashem. Shit happens. 100
I guess some people have a life outside of Live at the Bike.
I've never seen a deal like that. All the same.
No one in this room, though, I don't think. Oh, except for you, Denny.
I try to have a life.
Limp here. Looks like this one's going to get limped around. 5-way action, $250 pot. Here we go. 9-5-4 with a couple of clubs. Now, Jack 7 of clubs. Hashem in seat 1's got a flush draw. And he's going to bet 200. Trish is going to call with pocket 5. She's got a set. She's flopped a set of 5s. Hashem's got a flush draw, but Trish did not raise. Here we go to the turn. Turns a 4, and
four.
now
Full
Trish
house.
fills up.
She fills up.
Hashem checks. And Trish is going to bet. She's going to bet 400 here. And Hashem is going to call. And Hashem is drawing dead. If he hits a club, a lot of money can go in there. Well, the river's an ace.
That saved him.
He checks. Trish is trying to figure out how much she can bet here. Pot's about 1,500. Well, Hashem is lucky that a club didn't come for his draw.
Exactly.
It's, of course, one of the dangers of chasing a draw with a paired board, Danny.
Oh my God, you guys
There it is. And she showed the pocket 5s.
4 5. I lay down 4 5.
You lay down 4 5?
Put up 2 pairs.
Oh my
Turn
God!
out
Where
the
are you
four.
at?
I know. I'm saying, damn it all. Look
Mo
at
saying he had 4-5.
If Mo had 4-5, I didn't see that there. Boy, all the money would have gone in there.
Yeah.
Mo had a full house. Trish had a higher full house. And that would have been a huge pot. I think I hear a live straddle here. Live straddle by Mike in seat 7.
5 straddle's just like a blind bet, right?
That's right.
With an option to raise when it comes back around to you.
C2 is raised here with ace queen. He made it 250 to go. Ali is called on the button with ace jack, and Ali is dominated here. If an ace comes out, he could get into some trouble. And Mike calls 7-8 offsuit. $750 pot going 3 ways. Here we go. King jack deuce with a couple spades. Remember, Avo with ace queen is the pre-flop raiser. It gets checked over to Ali. He's going to bet 600. And it looks like everyone's going to fold. And Avo shows the ace queen. And Ali is really happy that he won a hand here.
Yeah.
She's clapping for you.
And again, if it was an ace that came,
Ali won a pot.
I think it might have been some trouble. As the button moves over to seat 5.
You know, everybody thought you hit the jackpot, Ali. That's why.
I guess dealer does make a difference, doesn't it? Well, you're kidding me. The one she left, 12 years I haven't made a
Again, you can email us at liveatthebike.com.
175.
$175 raise here by Hashem with ace-10 offsuit. Early position. Allen's going to call on the button. He's got 7-8 suited. Barry's in there with ace-rag suited. And Mike's going to call with queen-7. So a lot of the 7s are represented here. 4-way action. About a $700 pot. King-9-3. And Barry is going to come out and looks like he's going to make a bluff bet. He bets. He bets 450 here. Allen is in the hand with 7-8 suited.
I got 7.
And I don't think he's going to call. And Barry's going to take it down right there. Oftentimes, no one hits the flop, Denny, right?
Right.
Barry takes
Allen looked at his hand. He said, well, runner.
Right, runner, spades, runner, pair. Something like that.
Show me maybe. Give me one time. Stay in the hand. I do. To see the river where you
There's a look at Hashem and that $5,000 chip he has over there in seat 9. Mo's got a king-jack offsuit here in the big blind. Trisha's limped in here with ace-8 offsuit in early position. And we've got 5 players.
5, 7, and 8.
Yeah, 5 players. $250 pot. Limped around queen,
Queen, jack, and 3.
And we've got king-queen for Allen in seat 5. But Ali's got top 2 pair. And Mo's going to come out and bet here with king-jack. And Ali's going to raise with top 2. He's going to make it 800 to go. Ali's got top 2 pair. And now Allen has top pair with a king kicker. Queen 3 jack on the flop. And Allen's going to fold. So I think that Ali kind of saved Allen there a little bit.
No. I thought it's king jack. I flopped 2 pair. I bet 200.
Mo. Always the character. And Ali is going to take it down. He's on a bit of a run now, Denny, isn't he?
Yeah. We got to read this email here, Denny, after this hand.
This is from a restaurant owner, David Gladstone. It starts the email off by saying, as a restaurant owner, I've always wondered why do people assume that just because they get sick, it's because of the food that they get at a restaurant. $150 raise here by Mike. Jack 10 of diamonds. 150 here on the button. Now Allen had limped in seat 5.
Now I got a call. I'm sorry.
And Allen's going to call in seat 5. We're heads up. We cannot see Allen's cards in seat 5. Mike's got Jack 10 of diamonds.
Yeah.
Now Mike's got top pair now with the Jack 10 of diamonds. 5, 6, 10. Allen checks. Mike bets, and Allen folds. The minimum gestation period for food poisoning is 2 to 3 hours. Usually 8 to 24. And it can take days for symptoms to appear. Yet the natural tendency is, oh, such and such restaurant gave me food poisoning.
Well, when you're the exception there is chicken. Chicken is very. If you don't cook chicken properly, you're going to get a, what do they call it, salmonella?
Salmonella. Yeah. Well, some high Broadway cards here. Buttons over there in seat 8. Mike's got an ace queen here. I'm sure this one's going to get pumped up a bit in seat 7. Limp here. Barry. Wow, Barry's going to raise with 5-8 offsuit to 225. Now let's see what Mike's going to do. He's thinking about re-raising here, Denny. He's got ace queen. He's just going to call. And Vic is going to call with queen jack offsuit. And Ali's got a king jack. Let's see what he's going to do. Ali's out of there. And Barry's in there with 8-5. Three-way action. Here we go. 10-8-4. Barry's the pre-flop raiser, and he's hit a pair. He's got the best hand right now. And it gets checked over to Barry, and he's going to bet. He bets 600 here into a $750 pot. Mike gets away from it. Vic's got a gut shot to the 9 here, plus overcards. And he's going to make the call. Here we go to the turn. The turn is a king. Now Vic's open-ended.
Oh, he's not open-ended.
Yeah, he's open-ended.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ace would. You're right.
Yeah. And he might come out. Well, let's see what he's going to do here. Pot's about $2,000. He's going to come out and bet. He's betting 900 here.
Wow, that's quite a bet.
Well, it's a little bit under half the size of the bet. A little bit of a stop bet using a high scare card. And I don't know if Barry can make this call. He's got third pair. Weak kicker. Pot's $2,900. $900 to call. Barry says, give me back 2 1/4. Barry's making a deal.
Only in the big games.
Now he's going to get away from it. It's a nice semi-bluff there by Vic using a scare card that came on the turn. Actually, you know, Denny, when I was in Europe during college, my mother came over and we traveled around after I was a semester in London. The day before I came back from that trip, we were in Frankfurt, Germany. I ate at a Thai restaurant, and I ate some duck. And apparently, their salmonella lives in duck, even more prevalent than it does in chicken. And I was almost deathly ill as we go and see a new chip count.
You know, the only mistake I made, I waited 3 days before I went to the doctor. If I'd gone the next day, give me the pills, I would have felt great.
Well, we're going to take a look at another chip count here. Avo up about $3,000. Vic is still even. Barry's down about $1,000. Mo's up a couple thousand. Hashem is up about $1,000. And Allen continues to be the big winner, up about $7,000. But you don't think it's salmonella, but salmonella comes from birds. It can be in duck, too, you know, other fowl and such.
It is foul, too.
Barry's going to raise here, pocket 9s. Made it 325 to go. And we're not going to see a flop. He's going to take it down there. Barry's got a lot of chips on the table. And the button's going to move over here to seat number 2. Live straddle here in seat 7.
Mike's going to live straddle.
Live straddle.
Of course he's going to live straddle. Now, Ali and Allen are both away from the game right now, seat 4 and seat 5.
Ali smokes too much. That's his problem.
Oh, I see.
That's why he's away all the time.
Ace queen over there. That's seat 8. That's Mo's hand. He's under the gun. He's going to raise it up.
350.
Yep. Vic's got queen 10 of clubs here. He is dominated. See if he's going to make the call. And Corporation Mike in seat 7 has pocket 7s. So we know that at least one player is going to come in. The action's on Vic here. Oh, he looks like he's going to
Yeah,
re-raise.
he's going to pump it up.
He's going to re-raise here. He's going to make it 750 more. So it's 750 more back to Mo. And not even Mike is going to call a raise and a re-raise. And look at that. Vic is going to take down a good amount of dead money there with that aggressive play.
Wow. That was a good play.
Yep.
Turned out to be anyway.
Mo quickly folded the ace-queen there under the gun. Little under a half an hour left in the show. I want to thank Denny Williams coming back, keeping me company.
Oh, you get my bill. Don't worry.
Is that a...
That's what I miss about Live at the Bike. It's that big paycheck I used to get.
$150 raise here on the button by Vic. He's got ace-4 suited. Now, Mike has got king-jack of clubs in the blind. Barry's got king-rag. We know Mike's going to at least call. And if clubs comes out here, we're going to have quite a pot, Denny.
Yeah.
Ace-4 clubs against king-jack of clubs.
Look at that.
Club draw.
Wow, we got it.
Vic's got a wheel draw and the nut club draw, and Mike has the second nut club draw. Vic's going to bet.
Come on, put it out
And Mike
there.
called. The turn's a deuce.
I want to see some action.
Mike checks again. And Vic checks. Oh, and the river's an ace, and the
it's an
club
ace.
didn't come.
Well, Vic's going to
And-
take this down.
Well, Mike's going to come out and bet here. He's going to bet 500. And Vic's going to call.
Oh my God! Look at this.
And Mike is very, very lucky that the club didn't come, as he just realizes it.
It would cost him his whole stack.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, once again, don't forget $100,000 guaranteed jackpots coming back to the bike starting January 23rd in 3-6 Hold'em and above games. They'll run Sunday through Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and again 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And come by the casino here and get all the information.
Can they even meet you, Denny, if somebody comes
Sure.
and says, hey, where's Denny Williams?
You better come during the daytime. I'm usually here in the daytime. From about 2 to 3.
2 to 3?
Well, that's what my boss says.
Yeah, you're in the grill that
yeah,
time,
you'll
right?
find me in the grill.
Yeah.
No, actually, between 1 and 2, I'm in the grill. Then I'm available from 2 to 3, and then I got to go home.
Barry raised here from a button, pocket sixes, 350. No one's going to play with him. Takes it down.
You got any complaints about the tournaments, don't come to me. Rick Clower's the man.
Well, you know the other thing, though, too, Denny, I was looking at the LA Poker Classic tournament, which is at that other casino.
Oh, this one.
Now, you guys don't,
Oh, okay.
the LA Poker Classic, you guys still don't necessarily do that mandatory 3% add-on, right,
No, we
for
don't.
all players.
No.
I think that's kind of a Bush League thing to do. That's just my opinion. I mean, if you win, you can tip them, but why take it total out of the prize pool?
Well,
and then people,
most casinos do that.
and then now that they expect more, though, too, if you win, right? I mean, you almost look at it, you almost look like a cheapskate if you win and you don't tip
off
even
the
more.
record. No, you don't really expect it, but it's nice if you get it, you know?
But instead, you're taking 3% from the whole pool. Heads up here, 9-10 against King 6 of clubs. Hashem's got 9-10. Mike's got King 6. Turns an 8. Mike's open-ended now. Mo is not in the hand. It's King 6 of clubs against 9-10. So Hashem only has King High here, and he's going to get away from it.
Oh my God.
And there you go.
A lot of those casinos that take 3% off the top, they call it a service charge now.
Well, it's supposedly for all the foremen and for the dealers, right?
It's a buy-in and then an entry fee
Right,
and
service
then a
charge.
service
So my question to you, though, is if it's a service charge and you take it from every single player, then someone who's actually won the tournament is not, by not tipping you, you're not losing any money off of it, as
No.
opposed to the old system, right?
You're getting 3% from the total prize pool.
Abo's going to make it 175 to go with 6-7 of hearts out of seat 2. Now, Mo's got King Jack of hearts on the button. He's going to call. And Avo isn't all that aggressive post-flop, so let's see if Mo uses his position here. Here we go to the flop. Ace 3-8. Well, if Avo bet here, he would probably take it down, but he's going to check. And Mo checks right behind him. Turns a deuce. Avo checks, and Mo checks behind him. And the river's a 10, and I guess Avo, look at this. Avo just gave up. Mo's going to take it down here with king high. Okay.
Second, no king queen.
Now Mo does tend to play. He's not the most aggressive person post flop. And Mo takes it down. You know, it's funny you came into this room. We've got new shelves in the room here, Denny. That's just today. Yeah.
Who punched a hole in the wall? Is that why it's all patched up there?
I know, that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's your only out.
Mike's going to raise it up here to 225. He's got king 10 of diamonds. And Barry's going to call. We're heads up here, 450. Barry against Corporation Mike. Barry's got 6-4 spades. Ace-7 comes on the flop. The turn's an 8. Barry checks again, and now Mike's going to bet. Barry's got a straight draw. Turn was the 8 of clubs. $400 bet here by Mike.
That one I flop not straight. Second not straight. I do it too.
Barry likes to be the deal maker, doesn't he?
He does. Especially against Mike. Barry's chasing a gut shot here. Now, if he actually caught a pair, it would be good, but 2 clubs out there, 2 aces out there. He could already be drawing dead. Granted, that's probably pretty slim chance of that, but...
Hey, you told me there is no one in your life except me.
I lied.
You lied, okay. So now
These guys are making, I guess, sexual innuendos to each other, Denny. I'm sometimes scared when I listen to the table talk. How it goes on. I don't really know what Barry's thinking about.
I think he's thinking of 5.
5. How much could I win with a 5? Mike doesn't have anything, though. There's no implied odds here. And Barry's going to fold. I mean, that's sometimes the thing when you go with drawing hands against Mike, or you call with, some sort of suited, connector. Mike could have anything. He could be raising with anything. So, you're not necessarily going to win a lot of money because, the hand might not hit him. Button moves over there to Mike's mother, Trish. I don't know if we've ever seen Trish on the show in a full ring game. Maybe once. Maybe once. Once or twice, maybe. Mike's going to raise again. Boy, this guy just raises and raises and raises, doesn't he, Denny?
Sure does.
Looks like he's got queen 9 offsuit.
Good for the game.
Vic Park has got deuce 10 offsuit. Oh, boy. And he's going to make a call, and I think he's going to try to outplay Mike here out of position. This is going to be an interesting hand to see. Deuce 10 against queen 9. Well, Mike has
Ace,
a pair.
Queen jack.
Vic checks, and Mike checks right behind him. Turns a deuce. Now Vic has a pair and a straight draw. He checks. And Mike checks again. And here we go to the river. The river's a 4th heart.
Wow.
Let's see if Vic's going to bet now. He's going to bet. He bets 250. But Mike is going to call. So Mike never really put any money into that hand. Vic thought he was going to outplay Mike.
Vic thought he'd try and steal it there. Represent a flush.
Well, Mike did have a piece of the hand, so he made the call on the river. Button moves over there to seat 2. That's Avo. And again, once again, Ali he's probably spent about 20% of the show at the table, hasn't he? Now look at this. Oh, man, Mike's got pocket aces. He's limped in. But Avo's got queens on the button.
Oh, this could be fun.
But Avo limps in as well. Nobody's raised here. Mike, what drives me crazy, doesn't raise with his big hands, and Avo limped in on the button with queens.
Bart's getting too excited here.
King 8-3. Mike's going to bet 200 here. Well, now Avo's going to call, and Avo doesn't know what bad shape he's in here. I don't understand why Mike plays. Oh, the turn's a queen.
Wow.
Avo's got a set, and Mike checks, and Avo checks right behind him. Slow play, slow play, slow play. The river's a 9. And now Mike's going to bet 500. And Avo's got a set of queens. Turn's a queen, river's a 9. But now the board's so coordinated, can one pair take a lot of heat? And Avo's going to raise.
$1,000 raise.
I mean, Mike didn't raise pre-flop. Avo didn't raise pre-flop. Avo checked his set on the turn, induced a bluff. And Mike's saying, you got top 2? And Mike's going to call, and Avo is going to get paid off here with a set of queens. Wow. Unbelievable. Now, if Mike had played that hand strong, it probably would have went raise, call, or possibly raise, re-raise, and Mike could have probably got Avo off the hand on the flop.
That's what happens when you slow play.
Well, I just, again, sometimes it baffles me why Mike plays his big hand slow like that when he plays garbage hands hard. I mean, you can pick it up, you can pick a pattern up.
Yeah, on the button you raise.
You know, most poker tells are patterns.
You lay down the hand, yes. You can't lay down the queen.
Unbelievable.
Mike again with a live straddle. Seat 5 calls.
No, I mean, he had
Heads up here, queen, 6 of clubs against Mike.
9 deuce deuce, 2 clubs. Mike's got a king 6 offsuit.
Mike's going to bet. Well, Alan's got a flush draw here, and he's going to make the call. Turn is a 9.
Look at that.
And now Mike's hand is really good here with king high. And it goes check, check, and the river's a 5.
That's
Alan
a
makes a flush.
But you got 2 pair on board.
That's right. Turn was a 9, river was a 5 of clubs, and Alan takes it down there with the flush. And there it is. Alan, again, Alan's been the big winner. And, you know, he's lost a lot in the show. It's glad to see him, you know, eke out a pretty good win here tonight.
You got lucky. Don't complain. You got lucky. Don't complain. I got lucky. He is. You raise on the button. I re-raise you lose a bunch.
Button moves over there to Alan, seat 5. Pocket jacks over here for Avo. He's going to make it 200 to go. Now, the funny thing about that hand, Denny, with the queens, if Avo had actually bet the turn, Mike was going to check raise the turn. Avo would have made more money if he hadn't checked the turn. Sometimes Avo checks behind the turn with his big hands. 3-way action here. 7, 6, 5. Barry is not in the hand.
No,
Barry
he's
is not in the hand.
Oh, man. Too bad he flopped a straight.
Turns a 5. Hashem has the best hand here with ace 6.
No.
Oh, actually, Avo still got the pair. And look at that. Avo didn't bet the flop there with the overpair. Wow. And now Mike's going to come out and bet with king jack. And Hashem is trying to think here. So Avo's played this hand a little bit slow as well. I mean, Avo loves to play it slow and just kind of induce people to bet into him. It's kind of his style. Again, I think he would have won a lot more money against Mike last hand if he had actually bet the turn, because Mike had a monster.
Right.
And Hashem is going to call. Now what does Avo do? You figure he played the flop slow, right?
Got a bet to call, and
he didn't put any money in on the flop. He raised pre-flop and checked the flop. And I'd imagine that he is going to raise here. Can't really put a lot of credence in when Mike comes out and bets after it was checked around. I mean, Hashem has called, and he needs to raise.
$1,500 more.
Yep. Mike folds. And I think Hashem is going to get away from it as well. Well, he's thinking about it. He's got ace 6. He's going to have... He's got 5 outs. And he's going to get away from it. There you go. And Avo takes it down.
We need one of those little bubble cams, you know, when a guy's thinking. You put
right. Pop-up video style.
Pop-up.
Yeah.
Blind date.
That's right, blind date.
That's where they do that.
Yeah. Button moves over here to seat 6. $200 raise here. And look at this. Abo's got aces this time. How slow is he going to play him this time, Denny? On the flop. Mike has got king, queen in the small blind. He's going to call. And Mo's got jack 9. He's looking at the pot size. 600 in there. It's 150 back for him to call. He's out of position. His jack 9 is not suited. He's going to get away from it. So we got Broadway cards out here, and Abo's got the aces.
Three-way action.
Three-way action.
Ace hits.
Wow, Abo's flop top set.
Mike's got the straight draw. Needs a 10.
Abo's going to bet 400 here. And Vic is going to call. And Mike calls. Let's see if Vic is thinking about making a move if he picks up a diamond draw on the turn. Oh, the turn's a jack.
Wow.
And Vic's got trip jacks, but Abo's got aces
He's
full.
got the full house.
Wow. And Vic could lose it all right here. And Abo's going to come out and bet.
Right here.
He bets 800 here. Oh, boy. And let's see what is Vic going to do. The pot is about $2,800.
He calls.
And Vic calls. And
Mike gets away. Okay.
It's about a $3,600 pot here to the river. The river's a deuce. And let's see what Abo's going to do here. It's a $3,600 pot. How much can he extract? Looks like he's got a pain look on his face here. He's got the made hand. He's got the full house. Looks like he's gonna bet 2,000.
2,000.
And Vic just calls. He quickly calls. And Vic probably lost the absolute minimum that he could lose there.
Wow.
And Abo's gonna take down a pot there of about, boy, maybe $8,000 or $9,000. Abo bet 2,000 at the end there. You wonder if he could have overbet the pot more. I wonder if he had bet.
Well, the pot was what, 3,600?
Yeah, say if he bet 4,000 or 5,000 on the river. All right, we're going to take a look at another chip count there, and Avo with that win. I don't know if that. This is before that win. So Avo is now, Denny, at about 33,000. He's up about 10,000 for the night.
Yeah.
Vic is about even. Barry's down a couple thousand. Mo's about even. Allen, he's up about 6,000 for the night. So Avo's the big winner tonight, now with that win.
But the game will continue even though we go off the air.
That's right. We had a raise here by Vic with pocket 8s, and Ali has come over the top with pocket 10s. And Vic is going to call. And we've got a $2,000 pot going heads up here. 8s against 10s. 8-7-7. Vic is checked, and Ali checks right behind him. Turns a king.
These guys are afraid to bet into each other. Ali's going to take a stab at it.
Well, Vic checks, and now Ali's going to bet. And is Vic going to make a move here? Has Ali played this hand like he's got a mid-level pocket pair?
Yeah, I know.
Let's see what he's going to do.
Wow, he's calling.
No, he's going to raise it up here, Denny.
Oh, he raised it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He has outplayed Ali.
$1,500, is that right?
Yeah.
Those are white, right?
Yeah, he's outplayed Ali here. I mean, you could look if you saw Ali's face when he put that bet in on the turn. He looked like he was pained. And there it is. Look at that. And Vic says, "No, I had the ace." I mean, Vic just read Ali like a book right there.
Yeah.
And took the pot away from him.
Good play.
Yep. There you go. Button moves over here to seat 8. Got time for a couple more hands here.
She had an ace. The only card I don't want.
And I think Albo's actually got around $36,000. So he really is. He's up about 13 grand for the night.
I'd say that's a good night.
Button moves over here to seat 8. Barry's going to raise to 225. Yeah. Vic really outplayed Ali that hand. And the flop comes out deuce 10-7. Now Vic's got the nut flush draw here. Barry's going to bet with king 10. Original pre-flop raiser, I believe. He's going to bet 600 here, a little under the size of the pot. And let's see what Vic's going to do. He's going to call. The nut flush draw with 1 overcard. We're heads up. Here we go to the turn. Turn is a 3. See what Vic's going to do here. He checks. Action's over to Barry. Pot's about $1,800 right now. And Barry's going to bet here. He bets 1,000. Vic has got outs to a diamond here, or he could catch an ace. About a $2,800 pot, 1,000 to call. I don't necessarily know if check calling is the best play here for Vic. Let's see what he's going to do. Might he make a move here with the semi-bluff? Diamond draw with an overcard. And it looks like, Denny, he's cutting some chips out. And I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a move here. But I don't know if Barry is going to go anywhere with king 10.
I don't think Barry's going to lay it down. He's got a top pair.
Yep, and here we go. Here's the race. Here it comes. There's the 1,000. How much more is Vic going to make it? The pot's now 3,800, and he's going to raise 2,000 more. It's a $5,800 pot. 2,000 for Barry to call, and we're going to finish the night up with this hand. So what a way to go.
If Vic calls, he needs an ace
or a diamond. Now Barry's thinking through, what could that 3 have helped? Is Vic slow playing something? Did he slow play a monster here on the flop? Barry raised it pre-flop. Vic had limped in. And Vic has made a semi-bluff here. I didn't think he was just going to check call the whole way. It's a $5,800 pot, 2,000 for Barry to call. He's in the lead right now with king 10.
I hope he calls just so I can see how they play the river.
Well, I've given Barry a lot of crap in the past year about him making big calls here with top pair. And he's going to make the call, and we've got pretty much the biggest pot brewing here tonight, $7,800. Vic needs an ace or a diamond. Here we go to the river. The river's a 6. Barry's good. What's Vic going to do now? How much? It's a $7,800 pot. Barry called a $2,000 check raise. Is he just going to give up? Yeah, he's just going to give up. He's given up. There's just no way, I don't think, that he thinks that he can get Barry off the hand. Even though he's got about 12,000 behind him. This is elementary. It doesn't matter how much Barry's going to bet here. I'm surprised that Barry's actually betting here.
4,000.
He's going to bet 4,000. Vic missed everything. And Barry's going to take it down. And that is going to do it for us tonight. Nice pot there by Barry.
That was a great hand.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Denny Williams, it's always a pleasure.
Man.
You're invited back anytime.
Anytime.
Maybe we can eat a couple hamburgers or hot dogs when you're in here next.
No chicken, though.
Next time, no chicken. So thanks for joining us for 25-50 No Limit Hold'em. Tomorrow night will most likely be a $200 No Limit game or a $300 to $500 No Limit game with yours truly alone. You'll have 3 hours to listen to me all by my lonesome, Denny.
Oh, boy.
Maybe you can pop in here periodically, tell me how things are going. So, again, thanks for joining us. We do live webcast of cash games every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 Pacific time.
Don't forget, 100,000 guaranteed jackpots are back at the bike starting on the 23rd.
For everybody here in the booth and for Denny Williams, I'm Bart Hanson. Good night, everybody, from Live at the Bike.
Good night.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.